All right. Hello, everyone. Hi. Say hi. Just do it.
Hi.
All right.
No, I'm good.
Oh, hello, good. All right.
All right. You died. Let's game over.
You
All right. Nice meeting y'all.
Ah,
Right.
so
Everyone's
what
week
was
been?
giving you issues there? Like with
No idea.
okay.
No idea.
Was
It's
it
working
just
now.
not connect-
So
it was it just not connecting though?
yeah, it says RTC connecting or something, and then no path or something like that. No way. No way,
yeah.
man.
No way.
Yeah, that's like server issue, I think. Like it would
Yeah.
do that if you didn't have internet access, but it seems like it also does that if like the servers are not like if they're down in your region or something or in this region.
Yeah. Ah well, I'm here. We're here.
All right.
Yay. How's your week been, Derek? It's been okay?
It's been alright. Yeah, I've been kind of fluctuating between Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'm still working my way through that. It's pretty good. If you guys are Final Fantasy VII nerds like me,
Yeah.
Nope.
Have you got up to the honeybee yet?
I did. Yeah, I did the honeybee. I've done the wall market stuff.
I mean, that honeybee sequence.
They toned it down a bit. Let's try and talk about it without spoilers, I guess, because probably a lot of people haven't made it there yet. I don't know if others are faster gamers than me, but
Yeah.
they toned it down. I think they still kept what was cool about all that.
Yeah.
And they
I just
didn't
think the dancing is a bit much.
Yes.
That's what I'm getting at,
Well,
but it's whatever.
it's-
Like if
yeah. I screwed that up so badly. It was you get this like awkward dialogue with Aerith afterwards where she's like, "Well, you tried, and that's what counts." I
Oh
got
my
the bad
God.
end on that.
That's one of the
Nice
worst
job.
things you can hear.
Well, you know, at least you tried.
yeah.
It's all good.
But yeah, they added a bunch of different stuff, but it's like, I mean, it always had mini games, right? It always had like goofy mini games like the basketball thing and the snowboarding and the motorbiking and stuff. So I guess they just added a couple of extras, and dancing is one of them.
Yeah. The
thought
fabulous
it'd be
guy
cool.
on the fabulous guy on the motorbike.
Oh god, yeah.
And,
Okay,
I
that
was
guy.
watching Caleb Hart speedrun it.
Oh yeah.
He was just stun locking things with the stagger mechanic or whatever it is.
Right. Yeah.
Like, cool. So cool. GG stagger mechanic.
I don't know how I feel about the motorbike guy. I mean, maybe they put him up because I haven't finished the game yet. Maybe they put him up as like an incredibly irritating dude who's meant to be irritating, and then it's
Yeah.
like really satisfying when you beat him at the end or something.
I think that just the voice actors from Pokemon that do Jesse and James, I think they needed some work, so I think they just invented some characters to put in the game for those two to do some voices for, because definitely getting the feeling of Jesse and James from a lot of the characters. Like,
Yeah, I get that. It's really like the feeling of irritating English voice acting on an anime,
yeah,
which is why I don't watch much anime, but I always watch it in Japanese voice acting if I do, because I feel like Japanese anime, the voice acting is like serious and dramatic and cool.
they all talk like samurai to each other.
Yeah. Even like the teenagers, they suddenly have that voice somehow.
Yeah,
But
I
the English
was
voice actors, it's like a cartoon always.
I was watching a video on why Cowboy Bebop is the best dub. And it is.
Yeah.
It's the best dub I've ever heard. And there's a
Okay.
reason for it. I don't remember what it is, but it's something about how like the direction happened. Like most dubs, as far as I'm aware, do not have like voice directors.
Oh.
Like they don't have someone who's like a company to be like, okay, you need to read the line like this and like have a vision of how they want things to go. They're just like, oh, it's in English, it's good enough. That's why
Hmm.
most dubs suck.
yeah,
Interesting. Yeah, 'cause
Ugo
that's
Proxy's pretty good
presumably
as
a
well.
big part of the process.
yeah. Ugo Proxy's pretty good
I
as well.
find
by
it
the way, if you've
interesting
never
to
seen that.
just like compare even English dubs to German dubs, even though I prefer subs overall, but like, and I find some voices just annoying in German, just gonna say that. But I am always impressed just by how like technically like how well they're done, just because German like movies, like anything you can see in cinema is just dubbed, so they have that experience they bring into everything.
Dude, it's a huge industry. My friend was telling me about this. I mean, it's been going on for decades as well, and there are some actors whose whole career it is to be like Brad Pitt's German voice. They once they like establish themselves as the voice that people are expecting to hear from that actor, then they keep the work and they keep getting hired. I guess their career is like hitched to that whichever actor it is.
Jameson
Yes,
Price.
huge...
Look up Jameson Price, right? He does the voice of all the orcs, mainly the bad guys in
Jameson
World of Warcraft.
Price. Jameson
the
like
voice
whiskey.
Yeah, Jamie Son. He does the voice of Lubu from Dynasty Warriors. He does the voice of Garen in League of Legends. He's always got this big, powerful voice. He always sounds exactly like that in everything he's in, and he's made his entire career off that. And I think he was in Dynasty Warriors 3, which was like 20 years ago, I think, probably now. And he's just got that same voice in absolutely everything. Like Garen in League of Legends, he's like Demacia, justice, and in World of Warcraft, he's like Lok'taro, like victory and death, and all like everything he says. He can't start a sentence just normally. He always has to go as well. Can anyone provide me with a decent challenge? It's just like always this like super deep, huge. Like I imagine the voice actor to be like 7'8". 500 pounds, just this wall of armor with this voice in it, and it's just he's made his career from that. And, like I totally get that. Like this one voice actor has one
so
voice.
It's just Alf from Full Metal Alchemist, but with an awesome voice.
Do you know like John DiMaggio as well, the guy who does Bender's voice in Futurama? Yeah. He does Jack in Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines.
Oh, that guy, yeah.
Yes, he does.
He does the dog from Adventure Time. He does, if you've ever played Destiny 2, there's a shopkeeper that sells guns in the main Citadel area, and he does the voice of him, and I just kind of like heard it, and I was like, that is the same voice. It's just
I mean, whenever I heard Jack, I'm like, holy shit, that's Bender.
And his attitude is Bender as well. His
it's basically Bender.
Yeah, but a vampire. It's so cool.
Bam, Bender. I don't know.
Yeah.
Vampire.
So, yeah. I love voice actors. I think that, like, you can go two ways. I think it's the same with like art and music and all that stuff as well. Like some people have just got one thing that they do and they're very good at it, and some people are just really good at everything, or like kind of average at everything, but they kind of fill the role around that one voice. So that one guy's doing that one voice, and he might be the focus of the game, for example, and then one person might do 5 different voices in the game. Then you'd be like, I would never have been able to guess. Like, I think the guy who does the voice of Liquid Snake in Metal Gear Solid also does the voice of Donatello in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh.
So he's like, dear brother, I am an English voice actor, and then he's, hey guys, pizza time.
What's the name of the company that does like Edna, the like point and click adventures like Edna and Harvey and whatnot?
Daedalic?
Daedalic,
No.
yeah.
Is it Daedalic?
It is Daedalic, yeah.
Okay.
And I remember just like listening to like a thing they did and them explaining just like how they chose literally that actor for a certain character just to have him do like Snake. And like they pushed him like, no, go more in the like this, and then like at one point the actor was just like, wait, did I not sound like too much like Snake here, or? and then they were just like, no, you're fine, because they literally just wanted that, right?
It's kind of funny when you have like the same voice actor doing multiple roles in a particular game. I noticed that in Baldur's Gate. When I got towards the end, I could hear like, oh, hey, that's Ares' voice actor right there. Because sometimes you can just hear the undertones of their natural voice or whatever their voice is.
Yeah.
Carrying through multiple characters, which is kind of interesting.
That's a big thing in Bethesda games. Fallout, Skyrim, you just keep hearing the same voices. I guess the voice actors are trying because they've probably got like 30 different characters they've got to do.
Well, with Skyrim, especially, it's like they want the voices to be consistent. Like they have particular voice types because they
Yeah,
have so many lines of like superfluous dialogue that everybody has to say.
Yeah.
So they need to make them interchangeable. So that's very different from having one voice actor voicing like 3 different characters and they're trying to make them all very distinct, but you can still tell that's the same voice actor. I feel like it's a different thing.
Isn't there like a line somewhere in Oblivion that's literally just like saying something and then hold on, let me do this one again, and then saying the same thing
there's a
again?
bug. They accidentally left that in. Oblivion has a lot of like buggy stuff like that.
It's just I love that actually like is in the game, like in the released product.
It's very Bethesda, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely, I agree.
I would have loved Morrowind to have voice acting, but then at the same time, I'm kind of like, would it have been as good a game? Because I sat
mean-
and read a lot of the books.
You'll find out because if they're still working on Skywind, basically they're remaking Morrowind in the Skyrim engine with full voice acting.
That would be sick.
Oh god.
I know Mushy got cast for that, but I don't know if he ended up doing his role or not.
Yeah, we'll find out. It'll just be like, hey, get off that thing, it's mine. In Mushy's
Yeah,
voice.
suddenly,
I mean,
suddenly we
he
just
was-
hear Mushy.
he was gonna-
Oi, you posh.
He was gonna be I know what role he got cast as because I ended up auditioning for it, so we ended up talking about it for a little bit. And he is a main quest essential NPC. So if you
Ooh.
do play it and he is in it, you will encounter him.
You can take him with you and he
Nice.
won't ever die. You can just beat Mushy to the
That is
ground.
not how that. You'd have to probably mod that in.
Oh, nice.
Interesting, because I remember, I think it was for that I made a clip out of he played on his stream his
Yeah.
voice reel audition thing, and
Uh-huh.
it was like getting in a fight with the player character. I think was like half of it. He was like, "You will die in disgrace."
Yeah,
and
you
then
have a lot
bunch
of like battle dialogue, and then like the oof, stuff.
I guess even for a Quest Essential NPC though, they've got to record that just in case
Yeah.
the players murder Hoboing.
Exactly. Or in case they encounter like a random aggro mob in the environment or whatever.
Oh, hold on. I think Morrowind was like that, where like you could murder everyone, but the game gave you like a warning. Hey, you've
just broken the main quest. Good job.
You
Yeah.
just broken the main quest. Like reload or live
Yep.
forever in this like doomed world or something. I love that.
I mean, that's not how that was worded, but yes.
I love the memes that came out of that as well. There was one of Bernie Sanders' picture of the day that he resigned, or not resigned, gave up his campaign, and it was that just like, with the death of this character, you've gone down a doomed path.
There was
Like,
a-
that's
he
such
became
a
a
clever
vampire.
way of doing it as well, because like it's just like, yeah, sure, you can break the game, just like saying you can't.
Just letting you know you broke the game.
Just letting
wanted
you
to let
know, man,
You know
right?
that you're breaking the game, right?
But it's not a game over. You can carry on in this
Yeah, I will
unbeatable game.
say, with later Bethesda games where they basically do rein you in so much more, it's disappointing for me as someone who started with Morrowind.
Yeah, absolutely agree.
You go
Yeah.
with so much freedom to do anything. You can like join so many different factions, and like there's different ways to complete quests. You can do escort quests by murdering the person you're supposed to escort and robbing them. And then your journal's like, okay, well, quest done. They met an unfortunate accident. Oops.
Another heart attack.
Yeah, and that was like the draw of Elder Scrolls for me. Like I started with Morrowind, and then just the next game I played was Skyrim. Was just like, this is just not the game that I want to play.
And
Oh,
you
look,
can,
another mountain.
if you go from Morrowind to Oblivion to Skyrim, you can watch as it gets more and more restricted
Mhm.
and how the focus shifts. I will say, Skyrim is still fun, but it's not what I loved about Morrowind.
It's so funny to hear as somebody who hasn't played Morrowind or Oblivion, because like a lot of the time Skyrim is held up as like this gold standard of open world games. Whereas for you guys, it's like
It's fine. The quests are like the same. You do the same quest like 25 different times. It's the same quest. Go into a dumb cave and slaughter everything in it.
yeah,
Also-
copy pasted.
Also,
You have like
excuse me,
no real
but
choices.
Then quest lines, like, excuse me, but like every single one, including a main quest, doesn't have a satisfying resolution. It's just
Yeah.
fucking awful. I'm
Well,
sorry.
it's because you can't really affect the world because that would be too much work, and I get that. But then, like, I don't know, like they had this big civil war thing that you can resolve, but like nothing really changes.
Yeah, like,
as a result of
literally
that.
nothing. It's just
Hey.
But-
You know why? Because war never changes.
ha.
But war
Wrong
changes the
series.
world.
War never changes. That's a Fallout reference, by the way. Just
I
say this
know,
now.
I
And
know.
You
it's
don't
a Fallout
have. You don't
reference.
have to explain, Phil.
And it's Ron Perlman, I think, does the voice of that, does it not? I might be
I
wrong.
don't know.
I might be wrong.
Oh.
But yeah, like, no, I totally understand that. Like, Morrowind, stuff happens when you do a thing. And, like, some stuff doesn't... like, if you could go and murder everybody, and as long as you didn't get caught by one person, you don't get found out. Like, and that's a cool thing.
And if you do get caught, you just murder that person, and then you're good.
Yeah. I found a bug where you can get the Ordinators to attack you on sight. So you've just got infinite free experience and stat buffs and replaceable ebony maces that you can go and sell to the talking crab. There's a talking crab that is a merchant that has 10 grand in the middle of a swamp that you can sell stuff to. So you just get infinite stuff to sell to the crab because it refreshes its gold in its inventory every day.
I think it's
you've
every
got-
2 days, but yeah.
Yeah, and you've got something to fight always because you can go to Vivek and you can get attacked by the Ordinators on site. The problem that poses is you can't do some of the quests where you have to talk to people who are, for example, Ordinators, because you've aggroed all of the Ordinators in the entire game forever.
Yes, there is also the Scamp Merchant in Caldera, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. It's just such an awesome game, and I think you would love it personally, Dirk.
My suggestion is get all the graphics mods so it looks real pretty.
Mm.
But
yes.
and be aware that it's gonna play a bit like Baldur's Gate. It's gonna look like it's gonna play like Skyrim, but it's gonna actually play like Baldur's Gate, in that every stab is a dice roll.
Yeah.
I'm all for that.
A scrib will kill you at the start because it's it's like a little beetle, but it can paralyze you over and over again, and then just every time you're not paralyzed, it can paralyze you and then just attack you and do 1 damage over and over again until you die. And that's at the start of the game. It can take up to 6 hours to kill you.
I mean,
Oh man, really?
they're docile though, so just
Yeah,
don't attack
don't
the
attack one.
scribs.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah,
it's
it's
111 hours is the average playthrough time. Baldur's Gate 2 is like 80. So
Yeah.
I think it would take me like 2 years.
maybe. But I
Probably
mean,
a-
here's the
an
thing: you don't have to do
somewhere.
everything in it, and you don't have to play it on stream. I'm just saying, I think you'd like it. There's a lot of freedom in it. You're gonna have so much more freedom compared to Skyrim. The spell making and enchanting is very good
Yes.
because you can do some nonsense things with soul gems and constant effect stuff.
I think
I could
there
have
was,
any weapon.
there's like a weird like exploit where you can like escape the area right like before the tutorial like ends, and then like you just get to enjoy like the perks of being in a tutorial. Like nobody's actually going to kill you for murdering people. They're just going to like give you a slap on the hand.
But that's boring.
That is
I was
boring.
watching the other
I just,
day.
like,
There was a YouTube video of a guy who played Fallout 3 having he like clipped through a wall or something at the beginning when you're a baby, and then you never become an adult and you just play the whole game as a baby. So there's
That's
like people
amazing.
like using these like plasma rifles and stuff from the ground because he's crawling along.
Oh my god,
I love
that's
it.
awesome.
Oh, that's so good.
Just killer baby. I wonder though, like the speed you have is just abysmal, right?
Yeah.
So how
I mean,
long
it's-
did
yeah,
it
crawling.
take?
Oh, it took a 9-minute YouTube video, but I don't know.
With a lot of editing, I assume.
I think you would probably just get bored after a while because moving slowly in games gotta
Oh
go
yeah,
fast.
that's super boring.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you could have any weapon from any of the Elder Scrolls game, I would have the Ice Blade of the Monarch all day, every day, because that sword, I found it in Morrowind, and I was like, what the fuck is this? It's like a two-handed, like, sword made out of ice with runes down the blade, and it does, like, 50 ice damage on hit, which is, like, 50 of a magical damage type is, I think, the most you can get a spell up to in Morrowind.
Right.
My
pretty strong.
favorite weapon from Morrowind is not a very good one, but well, I don't want to spoil too much, but you know those big old bell hammers?
Yeah.
I love playing a character that uses blunt weapons, just smashing things with those bell hammers.
I have to say, favorite weapon in like all of Elder Scrolls, fork.
There was a
Just
sword that
because-
talked to you.
Just
Yeah.
because you can actually use a fork and enchant it and just be actually
fork
good.
or-
No, like dinner fork.
Just a dinner fork.
Just a dinner fork, yes.
There is an
Uh,
enchanted dinner fork in Morrowind.
Oh, I was gonna say, is it Morrowind or Oblivion, or is it both?
Well, I mean, if it was in Morrowind, it was in Morrowind first, but it's there's
Obviously.
yeah. But there's a lizard in a house who's like
yeah,
a
the
master
fork of
enchanter.
Horripilation. Yeah.
And
Right.
that. I think he's a master enchanter as well, because I think you can learn stuff from people,
Well,
skill trainers and stuff. Cool.
wow, we just got like, talking anyway. Hey, Estelle, do we want to do the thing?
Shall we D&D?
Shall we D&D?
Okay.
All right. Let me just turn off my music and let you
That's
do
good
your
because I'm
thing.
hitting the play button.
All right, go for it.
All right. So I've got a little recap that we're going to read. I should probably also open up the actual module, you think? So let
It
me open
does
that up.
seem useful.
Might be a good idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm probably going to need some box text and stuff. All right, let's get to where we left off. Right here. Perfect. All right. Our story began in Neverwinter, where we met 3 daring heroes. Selania, the generous and naive Eladrin Bladesinger, Gavriel, the stoic and practical planeswalker, and Bill, the charming and bold Valor Bard. Our heroes were enjoying a breakfast in the Foxglove Tavern after a night of daring adventure, when a potions proprietor came to them with a proposition: steal from villains, disguised as villains of another nature. A new plan to pit the Black Masks and the Zentarum against one another for the good of Neverwinter and make a bit of profit on the side. While searching for a tailor who might be able to undertake making these Zentarum disguises, our heroes spotted the brigands themselves skulking in the market, ready to make trouble for any who drew near and looked rich enough a target. Unfortunately, Bill certainly fit that bill. Instead, they decided to turn the tables on the would-be ambush and surrounded the thieves. A few ruffians were no match for our stalwart adventurers, and they stripped the disguises, tied up the single thug they allowed to live, and left the lot for the guard. It was time to head out of the city into the Neverwinter Wood and plan their ambush. So, is there anything you all have left to do in the city before heading out?
Well, I think I will pitch the idea of getting like a donkey and a cart to the group.
I would be all for that. As I'm an extremely feeble person without any muscles or ability to carry anything at all.
Um, if you pull up wherever it has vehicles or mounts or whatever, you can just get whatever for market price. So,
All right. Well, okay. So I'm just gonna let you know I'm gonna buy a donkey, buy a cart, buy feed. I'm just probably because of the setting we're in, I probably cannot get a keg of gunpowder, can I?
no.
Okay.
I mean, that's incredibly suspicious as well. Oh, excuse me, good sir. Can I buy a keg of gunpowder? Oh, what are you going to do? Blow up Parliament?
But yeah, like, I'm just gonna let you know, like, I'm gonna buy donkey cart feed, healer's kit, a bunch of rope, hunting traps, a block and tackle, and some barrels, possibly with ale.
Okay.
There's some theme behind those objects. There's a plan forming in the shopping.
I mean,
You can
Derek,
almost
I don't
feel
know
it.
if you were here before this, but
Snow does prep even when he's not GMing, and I'm like, what the heck? I just show up and play.
I'm glad it's not just me. I panicked for a moment because I was like, "Wait a minute, are you supposed to do that?"
No, Snow's just weird. Don't worry about it.
I'm just weird. I am just weird.
The only thing I'm well stocked pretty much. Although those all sound like a very good use of our group gold. But the only thing I was going to do, we discussed it between sessions, is I was going to buy a bit of twine with the idea to tie my arcane focus to it and then put that like around my neck.
Honestly, you can just have some.
Sweet.
Your reputation precedes you. You go to buy some, and they just give you some.
I would really be, yeah, that would be a genuine thing as well. Like I would try to establish my own barter system, essentially, just like do favors for people, don't ask anything at the time, and then don't ask to be paid or anything like that, but then just show up at somebody's shop and just be like, oh, I need some twine, and like not have gold even enter my brain. So
Yeah, I bet that this is someone that you have helped in the past.
yeah,
And so
yeah.
they are willing to return the favor and help you and give you some twine. No questions asked.
Yeah. Oh, maybe I stopped by the chicken merchant, the farmer that I gathered his chickens previously, and just like ask for some eggs or something as part of my rations.
Sure.
Oh god, where do I even put down all this stuff? I'm just
Anywhere.
Let's see. If you don't
Treasure.
want to put it in your equipment, my suggestion would be to put it under your treasure.
okay. All right.
So what about you, Bill? I almost called you Will. I'm so sorry. What about you, Bill? Is there anything that you'd like to do before leaving the city?
No, I would just be escorting these two around the city to make sure that they don't get in trouble. I'm sure their grand plan, will all pay off in the end. String, barrels, that's all we need. Friendship.
All right. So then, you make your preparations and you head out of the city. What does it look like as you guys begin your travel towards the Neverwinter Wood?
I think Solania is over the moon. She's in a fantastic mood because of the donkey that is now with us. So I think she spends a bit of time just like flapping gums, like just jabbering at it conversationally, like it's a new party member.
Make a handle animal check.
Oh, come on. I'm so tempted to use my inspiration. I don't think it's a very good use. I'm not going to do it. I just really want to succeed. I really want to be friends. Yay!
All right. Yeah. It seems to take to you.
Splendid. So yeah, I think we just see like Solania. I I guess there's some Eoring in response at some point, but I think we just see Elania like just excitedly chatting and like just conversationally, she's just telling it about her day. And she's like, "Oh, I'm so glad that you're coming along. It's very good to meet you. I suppose we might need to give you a name. Gabrielle, did you give it a name already, or?"
So I think before this happened, I probably used where is it? I probably used Beast Bond, and
Okay.
like pretty much just if I have to do something else before that, let me know. But first of all, just ask if it has a name already.
I would lean in and whisper to Sylviana, its name is probably Gabriel.
Like
I don't think
it
it
has,
has
like,
a name because it doesn't have a language.
Right. No, I have not, Solania.
We should call it Gabrielle.
Now
Gabrielle
that
and
would be
Gabrielle.
just confusing, don't you think?
Oh, but it reminds me of your good nature and how you're always willing to help and carry the burden for the rest of us.
Oh my.
Maybe Gabrielle Jr. or
How about Gav?
Gav. What do you think, William?
Oh, it's wonderful. It's a wonderful name.
Gav. Does the donkey seem to like it?
I don't think the donkey cares. I don't think the donkey at this point realizes that you're naming it.
Yeah.
You're excited, and that's all that matters. You're excited for the donkey.
All right. I don't want to step on your toes. If you guys have anything that you would like to happen here, feel free to roleplay. Otherwise, I'll start time skipping us.
Right, I'm still busy putting down everything. Oh god.
Oh yeah, just standard camping supplies and rations.
Okay.
Just thought I better say that out loud rather than let's just set up camp. You didn't mind camping supplies.
Well, you do know that this part of the area surrounding Neverwinter and Into the Woods is fairly safe. The roads are fairly well traveled. As you are starting to head into the woods, you can see other like travelers and like wagons and carriages passing you by, heading towards the city. But as you head into the woods, it gets like less traveled, less populated. It's I wouldn't say eerie or ominous. I don't think any of you get that feeling. It's just not as well traveled. Unless you all want to do something, your day passes uneventfully. You do notice that Gavriel is having no issue acting as your guide, assuming that that's what you're doing, Gavriel.
Yeah, just wanted to put that in there if it's relevant, Because I'm finally, for the first time ever, in preferred terrain of a ranger.
So even in the city of Neverwinter, you do feel somewhat at home there because it is built on cliffs overlooking the ocean. And then once you head into the forests, you also feel very at home, Gavriel. So yeah, you have no trouble picking your way through, finding a good place to camp. What does it look like as you all set up camp for the night?
I think what I do is I have a machete on my character sheet. There's apparently a longsword, but reflavored. So
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
It's a big machete.
I will just yeah, sure. I will get a few branches pretty much and create a little shelter for just a single person to sleep on as well.
Is that something that you can already do, or if
No.
not, I'll need a survival check from you. All right, yeah, that's pretty good. It's better than the average person could do. I think you're unsatisfied with it. You're like, you could do better, but it's serviceable.
I need more practice.
And what about Bill? How does Bill set up camp?
So I'd find like somewhere to rest my bottle of ale, and then I'd probably string up a hammock between the trees, and then have my mosquito net over the top, and look like kind of like a kind of desert island style thing. I'd have a hanky with knots tied in each of the corners on my head to keep the sun off my hair, just like I'm on holiday. Kick my feet up in my hammock and just drink my bottle of ale and read a book.
And what about Solania?
I think she would, being an Eladrin, she would be super comfortable in this sort of environment. So she hasn't brought like a pre-made tent or anything like that. She's got a bedroll with her, but I think she would be like gathering some twigs and leaves and trying to like make a little like shelter out of that, and like make some bedding out of some leaves and some twigs and stuff like that.
All right, why don't you also give me a survival roll?
Come on. Can I maybe with advantage from being a nature person?
Nature girl.
I guess I don't have an actual ability for that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Survival. 10.
Yeah, you're able to make one. You do an adequate job. I feel like for you, this is about average. This is like the normal sort of shelter that you've made before. So there's nothing fancy about it. It's definitely not as nice as Gavriel's.
Yeah.
But it's serviceable. It'll do the trick. It'll at least as long as it doesn't pour down rain, you'll be okay.
And yeah, you were reading a book, Bill. I think I would shimmy over it at some point, and just start jabbering essentially. So I'd just be like, it's good to be back out here. You know, the last time I came here through this way, it looked very different. It was autumn. All of the leaves were different color, temperature different from now, and I was totally different too.
Oh yes, how different were you, dear?
I was about as different as winter from spring, as autumn from summer. It affects my people too. We sync with the seasons. I came through at winter. It was a bad time to travel. Makes Eladrin very gloomy.
Yes, well, I imagine if your form fits that of the seasons, winter can be a very dreary time.
Yes, I suppose it's a dreary time for everyone, but my hair changes color. You get ideas that nothing good can happen, and you have to just wait for the world to improve. Hunker down.
Hibernate almost like a.
What kind of colors is your hair changed?
Oh, mostly silver. Still looked about the same though, just as fabulous as now. And I'd sort of grin and like do some little poses.
I would be interested to see.
Well, we only need to stay in touch for a few months and you will see. Although
winter.
It's been a little. I feel like the change should be starting already this year, but I don't know.
Can I spot any like animals nearby?
Make a perception check and tell me specifically like what your intention is.
I mean, my intention is literally like just a squirrel or just a bird or something that I can, well, I can charm through spells because that's what I do.
Let's see. So you got a 10. I think you hear an owl not too far away. You hear it hooting in the dark.
Are you hunting?
Well, how close is the owl?
I don't know how far owl hoots go.
Hmm.
You probably figure it's within a half mile
Yeah.
or 500 meters. Let's say that. Let's go with 500 meters. It's close.
Okay. I will just stand up and pretty much just walk off and just say, well, give me just an evening's walk. And I will, move towards the owl pretty much with the
Okay.
intention of eventually hooting at it and doing this.
Okay. All right, you are definitely able to find and charm that owl. Let me look up both owls and charming.
Oh, I just realized. Oh my god. You might hate me after if I continue doing this.
All right, so the you charm an owl. What do you do? You cast a spell. The owl just looks at you.
Yeah, I will like raise my finger towards it.
It does the thing where it turns its head upside down and just watches you.
Calm down, friend.
Make a handle animal check with advantage. Okay. It swoops down suddenly. Lands on your shoulder.
Oh, aren't you a cutie?
It starts trying to it starts trying to eat your hair.
Or let it.
Yeah,
And
it's just like
I like-
sharp beak. You can feel its sharp beak pecking at your scalp as it tries to eat your hair.
Yeah. I just like touch just its head, and then it will use Beast Bond to like
Okay.
bond with it. We see just as always when he casts spells, like the scars under his blindfolded eyes start glowing slightly, and
Your brain immediately fills with food, 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 food. Hungry, food. Where's food? Food. This food doesn't taste like food. Food.
and like I just want to transmit like I can give you food, and
Hungry. Where food?
slowly pull out like something from my rations. Like I mean, it is an owl, so like dried meat, I guess.
It definitely wants something alive.
Hmm.
It wants. It's like no, beast, mouse, vole, small, swallow, eat.
You know what? Let's go hunt together. And I
All right.
walk off hunting with an owl.
You go hunting with your owl friend. It's definitely going to take you more than 10 minutes to find something. So
Yeah.
I'm going to go back to the rest of the group while you're hunting. So, Selania and Bill, what are you doing while Gavriel is hunting?
Um, Chatting with.
Anything in particular?
I'm trying to remember where we left off. I think I just said something about how Eladrin changed with the seasons, but like I'm worried that my season change is delayed for some reason this time. But I don't know if that oh, maybe Phil's having Discord issues. That's gonna make this tricky. um but yeah, otherwise I suppose I would just be making my camp, and I probably would be chatting with Gav. Actually, I guess he's still at the camp. So yeah, just conversationally, not I think not even really appreciating that she's talking to a donkey. She's just like
Mm.
chatting, like, ah, wasn't the weather lovely this morning? Did you see that lake? It was beautiful, and yeah, stuff like that.
Alrighty. Um, I guess since there's no one to talk to for Selania at the moment, unfortunately, let's go back to Gavriel and your hunting. So, go ahead and make a survival check to hunt with your owl friend. Okay, you are definitely able to hunt with the owl, and the owl is able to like swoop down and get some small game. You definitely see moments of it like catching a mouse and just like swallowing that thing whole, as owls do. And I think once it's done hunting, it flies back up into the trees to like rest.
Thank you. That was refreshing. And I go back to camp. Probably see Selania just talking to a donkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Bill's just reading. Yeah, Bill's
You
in
come
his
back
hammock.
to like, yeah, maybe Solania is like chatting at the donkey and at Bill, like very much at rather than with, and Bill is like, yes, dear, of yours, yes, yeah, yes, that's very good, and he's like reading his book.
His boo.
So you hear when you come back, Gabrielle, Solania is just like, so Gav, what type of food do you like? I quite like eggs, but I like them when they're scrambled, not when they're fried, and I like them with cheese as well, but people tell me you shouldn't have eggs with cheese, and normally it's just with bread you have eggs, but...
Have you ever had a seafarer's stew?
Oh, Gabriel, hey! No, I don't think I have.
Right. So, you take beef, and it's pretty much just like a mix of a bunch of things, but you know, I think I ought to cook that for you sometime.
Oh, I would like that very much. Yes, I do. Is it just for people that go on the sea? I've never been on the sea. Neverwinter is the closest to the sea I've ever been before.
Yes, they do prepare it in, the harbor, but honestly, there is this recipe that my mother used, and I really just, would like to show that to you at some point.
Selania just kind of looks at you for a moment and then says, you know, Gabriel, it just struck me that I wasn't even going to ask you how you can cook with the... And she makes a hand gesture referring to your bandages across your eyes. It's just... Well, normally when people have blindfolds, you're always wondering what they can do and how they manage. I'm used to... I forget that your eyes she starts to like flush a little bit as she's like
Well,
talking herself into a corner,
I just
digging a hole.
it's a matter of organization. You have to, prepare the space for cooking beforehand, so you know where everything is. Instead of, putting everything wherever you want to put it, and then you have to search it again.
Right, okay.
By the way, did I bring anything like hunted? Like,
You definitely could have. Yeah.
okay. I wonder if I could find some more ingredients, then I could potentially try and cook something up. I might need an assistant.
Let me help you, Gabriel. What do you need? I can gather food. I'm not much of a hunter, but I can gather.
Bill. And
He
I
said
put,
that his
and I
PC turned
put-
off, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know. And I put like the piece, like just whatever I hunted, just in front of him, pretty much. Just watch this for me for a little bit. And I mean, let's go gather ingredients, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, you can search the forest for something edible. I think it's fine. So somebody make a survival check with
I'll
advantage.
do it.
Yep.
I'm probably way better at it anyway.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Even though it seemed like Solania was taking the lead, I guess Solania ends up deferring to Gavriel.
Yeah, she's enthusiastic and like trying very hard, but actually she doesn't know that much about the local flora and fauna.
Sure. So yeah, I think you're able to gather some edible mushrooms. I know Solania probably picked one up and was like, "Oh, look at this one," but Gavriel's like, "No, that's definitely poison. Do not eat that."
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like this time of year, edible mushrooms, maybe some small berries.
What time of year is it actually?
I want to say like late summer,
Okay.
so just before autumn. I don't really know though. I did not specify that.
Okay. Cool.
Now this should be enough. Hey. So,
Oh, edible roots. You also probably find some edible roots.
want to help me out and,
You
Be
know, the
my-
hardest thing about cooking is not eating all of the ingredients straight away.
like she's probably saying that, and like I just put my hand on hers while she's holding like a piece of food in front of her.
Yeah, and she like looks at it longingly, like really looks lovingly at this huge mushroom, and then like
It's-
sighs and like hands it to you.
It is going to be way better later. Trust me. At least I hope so.
I do. All right. I can wait.
All right, let's head back to camp, and well, I might need your help, but let's just cook it up and see what happens. What we can make. Do.
Music.
Well, I guess I'll start cooking and like having Solania hand me, things, because we don't
Okay.
actually have a
I
kitchen.
think occasionally, like whatever comes to you, most of it is whole, but occasionally there's like a little bite mark out of it.
I just smirk and ignore it. Right.
Why don't you make some kind of roll to see how good your meal is?
I mean, survival with advantage because Solania's helping?
Well, I was gonna say, because you have a mess kit. Is there a mess kit proficiency?
No, it's just like for eating and basic cooking.
Hmm.
Otherwise, like it's based on wisdom. There is cooks utensils or something like that.
Okay.
What about Song of Rest? Meh. Could be singing in the kitchen.
I mean, you could do that. It's not a short rest, but you can still use it if you want. Let me look up. No results found. You can use survival, but it's definitely going to be like more rustic. It's going to be like, it's not going to be like a nice meal. It'll be like edible, and it'll be like cooked okay. But if you want it to be fancier, I feel like that doesn't really encompass it.
Okay, so can I just do a raw wisdom check?
Yeah. Why don't you make a wisdom check? Go and use advantage because you have Selania helping.
Oh god. Huh!
Yeah.
19.
You make a really
Nice.
delicious meal for everybody.
I think while we're cooking, I would be checking with Bill, like how much, whatever do you want, how much salt, or I don't know what the reasonable spices are, but checking how
I'll say
he likes this.
You were able to find some herbs while you were out as well. We'll say that, so you can like how much rosemary, that sort of thing too. Yeah.
Garlic?
Wild garlic. Oh,
Yeah, I bet there's some wild garlic. It may not be. I don't know the life cycle of garlic, but you could probably find something similar, garlic or shallots or something.
Right. And we're done.
William, this is seafarer stew.
Well, it's not. Well, I modified the recipe a little bit just because we didn't have all the ingredients, but
that's
Yeah.
fine.
Just-
If you're missing something, it's not a bother. If you don't have pepper, it's no harm.
here, try this, and I get a spoon kind of towards Selania's face, general area.
Here comes the plane.
I think she lunges for the spoon, like doesn't wait for the spoon to come to her. She's like diving towards the spoon, clearly like ravenously hungry. And just kind of like grunts. Grunts is not the word. Grunts sounds like the wrong kind of noise, but nods and looks very happy. And then turns to William expectantly, nervously.
I'll try some.
It's delicious.
It's delicious.
Thank you.
There's like noticeable relief.
Very well
Couldn't
done,
have-
the pair of you.
I couldn't have done this without you, Selania.
It's wonderful, Gabriel. And we put in some of the eggs from Garan in the market. The chicken man. You gave me some.
Oh, that's where those came from. All right. I was wondering. I just got an egg instead of like what I asked for at one point.
I love that idea. Okay, more mushrooms. But this is an egg, Selania. All right.
Well.
Will you all enjoy a lovely meal together? Sorry, Snow. Is there something else you
No.
wanted to do?
No.
Okay.
All right.
Do you guys set watches for the night?
Sure.
I set my sundial for noon.
I'm an elf, which means meditation.
Yeah, you
trance,
transfer 4 hours,
4 hours.
and then you can use 4 hours of light activity, which you could use to keep watch if you wanted to.
So we could split it like that. 4-2-2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's first?
I feel
Okay.
like after eating, I would be sleeping very quickly.
Okay.
When
I
you say
will-
sleeping, you mean trancing.
Yeah.
I
yes.
will.
Gonna eat myself into a trance.
Oh.
You see maybe Selania like going into this tranquil meditative pose, lotus position, breeze around, birdsong and so on. the very picture of nature, but then like at some point it's just interrupted by an enormous burp, and then she goes back into a tranquil trance.
Classy.
Yes. Yogurt. That's what she's performing. Yogurt. I sound like I'm really worldly and stuff, but I actually just get the word wrong. You got.
What is yogurt?
It's an Indian dance, I believe they perform to keep themselves bendy. It's also
Indian?
excellent. Oh yes. If you've traveled the world and seen the things that I've seen, you'll have enjoyed many yogurts. Nom 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 nom.
Gabriel, if you'd like to, you can make a history check.
Twirling my mustache.
Oh,
looking like I know what I'm talking about.
Sure.
There has never been anything called India on any of the maps of the world you have ever seen.
Well, tell me more about this India then.
Oh, it's a beautiful place, full of people doing things all the time. One day I shall take you there with Selania, and we will eat food.
That certainly seems
We'll
to
do
be
things.
the preferred way of spending time with Selania.
Yes, eating food and talking to animals. It's a shame that
Yeah.
she's not a druid, you know.
Well, why don't you get some sleep? I'll wake Selania. And, well. Then hopefully she wakes up you and not me.
Yes. I should hope that I don't have terrible nightmares. I've just been reading a book on banshees, you know.
I will say that you do know that Solania needs 4 hours of trance.
Oh, well. Never mind. I will wake you up later. And then you wake up Selania.
You've
sure-
traveled together long enough, you know her sleep cycles.
Yeah, I completely
she's gonna
forgot
trance
it
for
has
4 hours.
Yeah, I thought
we
like
just-
for some
yeah.
reason just 2 hours trans, 4 hours, 2 hours trans. It's just like, wait, that
Yeah.
doesn't work.
Yeah, I could just talk to her for 4 hours. Don't worry. Don't take my mind off. Yeah. The watch.
Oh, you
Oh
did
well,
that.
cheerio.
Cheerio.
Pull my, I've got my head cap on to keep my hair nice, and I've got my you know those things that block out the sun. I can't remember what they're called. The moon
Like a sleeping
over
mask?
my eyes. yeah, sleeping mask on, and yeah, I've got
I love
flower.
it.
I've got shorts that are like frilly with hearts on them.
I love it. Well, the night passes uneventfully. You all wake up refreshed with a long rest, ready to face the day ahead. Make sure you fill up all your spell slots, recover anything you get back on a long rest, fill up all your HP if you haven't yet. You do know that you will reach the point that Delrin suggested you lay your ambush today.
Gabrielle, you're awoken by the sound of a loud ribbiting right next to you.
Oh. I assume like, it just moved my head. Just like, okay, I'm gonna ask, can you like do a check to see how good it is, please? I want to know. I want to know.
So I want to make this a contested check.
Ooh, okay.
So it's going to be a performance check from Solania, contested by Gavriel's insight
Perfect.
or
right.
nature, actually.
Oh no.
Well, okay. Do you want me to reroll, or do we just keep that since it's the same
It's
modifier?
your preference,
Fuck it,
insight
I'll-
or
I'll
nature. It was like it's you could do either one.
I'm choosing nature.
Okay. Man, there's a big frog right next to your head, and you know this type of frog to be poisonous.
I like roll to the side and like just jump on my feet.
I think you're immediately met with the sound of Silania's laughter, and she's like, "See, Gabriel, that is how the frog sounds. Learn it well. We need to use it as the cue next time we spring a surprise."
Like in full adrenaline mode right now, like. How about an owl or something instead?
An owl. What
We
do they
are.
sound like?
They sound like this. Performance check.
I think, by the way, Silania says that cheekily, like she knows what an owl sounds like. She's just trying to make you do the sound.
I do the sound.
I mean, you do a pretty convincing owl hoot.
See, I'm way more versed with the way of the owl.
I see. Maybe it was unfair to spring the amphibian kingdom upon you. Very well.
What
The next time
other
we spring a trap.
what other animal voices can you do?
I can do a tiger roar. Not bad, right?
Not bad. Not bad indeed.
And I can do a snake.
I like that one.
But it doesn't carry so well. So when we do the surprise, when we jump on the who are we jumping on today? I forget.
I think it was the night masks, right? Night mask?
The
Is that
black
name?
masks.
Black mask.
think.
Right.
Actually, no, the night masks. You're right. It's the night
Okay.
masks.
They're called the night mask.
The night mask, right, yes.
Right.
Yes.
I was actually
Oh,
thinking.
that reminds me, we need to dress up.
Well, certainly, but I think we should, do that once we're there.
You don't
Ex-
want to.
Well, except if you want
I-
to travel as a Zentarim.
I do. I want to
wear.
wear my disguise all day. I'm excited, Gabriel.
All right. I imagine I have like her disguise on me somewhere. Just so.
Who was the one who made the disguises? I think it was Bill.
Yeah, I just pulled them off the unconscious people.
Or maybe it's
They
with the
weren't.
donkey.
They totally weren't dead.
Oh, by the way, I'm gonna track feed for the donkey as well. Just
Yep,
treasure.
go for it. I assume you're gonna have enough for the journey, so I'm not concerned about it. But you should track it anyway. So yeah, I think Bill was the one who had the disguises.
Yeah,
I probably
if
would
you-
have.
if you-
If we had the cart with barrels that were empty, you probably would have just dumped them in there.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think I don't remember that though. Like if you, Gabriel, say okay, we can wear them now, then yeah,
I mean-
Solania like
I'm saying you can wear them now. Go for it.
Puts on
Solania,
all
like,
of them at the same
jumps-
time.
jumps for joy and then like runs out of your tent, out of your camp, and like you just hear in the distance like her running into Bill's tent and just being like caca caca.
What's that? A crow? Crow?
It's an eagle.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Bill,
My
wake up,
mistake.
William. We have to jump on the night mask, and we have to wear our disguises.
Excellent. Let's get the disguises from the cart. They're in one of the barrels.
Yeah, like runs straight to the cart.
As you turn around, I go.
Y'all are silly.
It's a cougar.
I always wondered what spiders would sound like.
I mean, if you get one and put it to your ear, maybe you can listen to it. Don't let it crawl in your ear, though. It might eat your brain. I've seen it before. Once when I was traveling.
A spider eating a brain.
Yes.
Well,
Brain-eating spider it was.
so I was wondering, right? You are, well, I have heard you described as a bard, but where did you learn your craft?
Waterdeep, Waterdeep. Very close to some Waterdavian nobles, and it was through my singing and my performance that I got very close to them, and well, it's how I'm in the position that I'm in right now, I suppose. Doing people favors that ask for them, I suppose. Just suppose I was lucky and I fell in with the right crowd.
Selenia, in this time you're able to get on your Zentarum disguise.
Yeah,
You're very black and red.
yeah. So yeah, I didn't want to interrupt you guys if you're still having that conversation. Otherwise, I would like come back wearing a Zentarim costume.
Yeah, I think like you would come in like in the middle of. Well, I was thinking we have to, first of all stop the caravan, and then jump the ambush or the trap, as it were, and then Solania probably jumps in the middle.
Yeah. Put your hands up. It's me, Selania of the Zentarim.
I put my hands up.
Bill? Do you
I
put
put
your
my
hands
hands
up?
up as well, yeah. Play along.
I would be like holding my dagger out when I'm doing this. And yeah, when you both put your hands up, she like throws the hood back like dramatically, like, guys, William, Gabriel, don't be afraid. It's just me. I just put my disguise on. I guess it's maybe too convincing.
It was
I'm sorry.
I was very scared.
William, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. It's just me, Selania.
Well, at least you know the disguise works. Very, very good. Very convincing.
Oh,
I
see
should hate
now
to
that-
feel what our enemy's fear will be when you jump out in front of them.
Yes. Very convincing. I see now that we must be careful with these. They're too convincing.
But now we must not be careful. We must throw caution to the wind. We must take them by surprise and ambush these would-be ambushers.
Yes.
A counter ambush.
Yes.
Wait, what? I'll just leave them to talk.
Yeah, Gabriel, I would say the plan is that they're just transporting goods. You're the only ones doing the ambush. But carry on.
Yeah, so maybe we carry on bullshitting for a while and like William kind of indulging Selania.
I'm making it out to be like the most. This is the most heroic thing that anyone's ever done.
Yeah, so we just hear
Well,
like.
give me a performance check to see how well you can put this on.
Oh,
I mean, it's not great, but that was a 7. Bear in mind.
Yes.
plus 10. Wow.
I mean, you definitely know that you could spin a better yarn than this, but I feel like it's enough for Selania to eat it all up.
Yeah, so Gabrielle, you're being incredibly patient and like waiting to reveal the actual plan, but you're hearing Selania being like, so we wear the disguises and they won't be able to see us at all because they're dark like night, and then we come up and we form a circle around them and then we crawl along the ground, and then Gabriel will make the sound of a hawk, and then we jump into action and say, "Ha ha!" And then we say we joined the society. We left the Zentarim to join the Night Mask, and now we need to take the wagon to take over the shift of the wagon taking, and they will give us it because we are in disguise. That's the plan, yes?
Well, I was actually thinking, we could stop them in their tracks, as it were, using this card right here. Just maybe, have it broken down or something similar. Maybe put some logs in the middle of the road just to stop them. And, well, we have some time, presumably, before they show up. So also we can put down some traps around the place, and it's I was also thinking I have bought way too much oil, to be honest. So maybe we could light it up around them or on them. I'm just weighing my options, really.
Lure them into a
We need to
circle.
remember, though,
A deadly ring of fire.
if correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the idea was to leave at least one alive as well.
So yeah,
I've got a
for those of you
brilliant
who'd like
idea.
to remember what the plan is supposed to be, what was, and you can do whatever
me
you
out.
want. I'm just
Hear me
letting you know
out.
this is what you were presented with.
I like this ring of fire thing, but we need to get them into the ring of fire. We do have an oil of slipping, which we've been told is very, very slippery. So we could oil the road somehow with the slippery oil, have them slip slide into the circle, and then somebody does a caca, ribbit or whatever, and we light the circle on fire. Traps
So, what Delric told you is that his goal is to start conflict between the Zentarum and the Night Masks. So
Yeah.
he wants you to rob this shipment while pretending to be Zentarum. So that way they shift blame and they blame the Zentarum and not random adventurers or random thieves or whatever.
Yeah.
Which means that you have to leave at least one of them alive so that they can report back that this happened.
Yep.
That is how, and then Delric also, there's a box that's destined for Chult. Delric wants that. He wants the whole box, all of its contents. He's like, whatever else they have, whatever, but I need that box. So he's like, give me the box. And if you can make them think that the Zentarum are responsible, that's a bonus. So that's where you're at.
So, when they get closer, we need to find out where the box is. And, well, isolate it. Presumably it's valuable, so they might want to protect it more than anything else. And, well, we'll figure out the details once we're there, I suppose. And I
If
get
we-
on the card.
If we're setting up an ambush, we should cut down a tree across the road, so they have to stop, unless we pose as travelers who have broken down by the roadside. But we have to be disguised as Zentarim. So, full ambush, cut down a tree, stop them in their tracks, kill them all. Yes.
Why don't I take you to the map of the ambush as you arrive there? So that way you guys can take a look at what it's going to look like. I feel like you get there fairly early. You know that you'll have a couple of hours before the Night Masks show up. So you'll have plenty of time to prepare and do whatever it is you want to do. So you can set up your ambush, and then we'll probably take a break, and then we'll do the ambush.
Cool.
So you are on the far left. Basically, what you see is a very narrow ravine, and you can see that there's like a side path over here, but it's not big enough for like a cart to go up. You're basically in this path. There's a bunch of hills and forest going up on either side. There's already felled trees. So you could probably drag one of those across the road, but you'd have to make sure that it is low enough to the ground or positioned in such a way that it would properly block the road, but it's possible. You know that the night masks are going to be coming from this direction, heading towards Neverwinter. But this is probably, as you've been traveling, this is the best spot you've seen for an ambush, just because the road narrows so drastically. It's going to be hard for them to like turn around. It's going to be hard for them to like get by you. It's the most like easily blocked. So this is where you're at.
All right.
So the tree blocking the way idea would probably work. We don't even have to cut the tree down. We can drag some trees.
There are definitely felled trees you can see here and here. This one as well. You could probably drag one of those into the road.
Right.
Drag that to
I
there and then
wonder
drag that
if
one to
I
there.
could make it, if it would be possible to create a contraption that would like drop like logs onto the road, like at the cut of a rope.
Yeah, like
You probably could, but the issue is I don't know. Do you have an axe, like a woodcutter's axe on you?
Oh shit! I wanted to buy that. Fuck.
well, I was thinking
have
this one here. We
I
could
have a
prop it up against
machete.
this one and then cut it so that it falls down. Like, you know what I mean? Like tie it to this tree and then cut the rope so that it falls in this direction, hopefully. Like cut the rope and push it. And then have these two just lying across the road like this.
Tie it? You mean like tie it up right against the tree?
I
Yeah.
mean,
And then someone can cut it and push it and it'll fall into the road, which means they can't go this way.
guess I have
and
a
they can't go
machete
back.
as a like bad tool for
That could
this.
I do not think you would have enough time to
Yeah.
create logs to create that trap before the night masks get here.
All right.
Right.
I think the idea enters your head, and then you look at the tools at your disposal, and you just know it would take too long.
We don't necessarily need to spring the tree blockage on them. Like we can just have it there. We can prepare it in advance. Because I guess maybe if we do it like here,
Yeah.
they might not immediately see it from over here. So they might kind of come up to investigate it. You know, they're probably not going to just turn around and go the other way.
Yeah. Cover them with the leaves so they don't just obviously look like logs. Be like, that's a big pile of leaves. It's a log. It's an ambush.
Yeah.
All right.
There are enough felled trees in the area. You could probably disguise it to make it look like it was a natural occurrence rather than an ambush.
Yeah.
Yep. We will definitely try.
I'm gonna do that. Let's do it.
So I mean, I guess like around here. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just-
So you want to basically redirect these logs here so that they're fallen into the road?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think that you can stretch them all the way across without because these cliffs are about 10 feet high. Like it's quite like a steep ravine. They're like 10 to 15 feet high. So if you just had them dangling across the top, they would be able to probably go underneath it depending on how tall their wagons are. So you definitely can get them like pointed into the road to like block the path, but stretching them all the way across probably is just not going to be effective.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it would literally be, you know, a cross. So like,
Yeah.
kind of like this instead of like this.
I was gonna say you can
Oh,
just
yeah,
you could
you
just drag it so that it's pressed against. So like if this is a ridge that is high, you can just drag this one so that it's pressed against the other side, and drag this one so that it's pressed against the other side. So it'll
Yeah,
form
yeah,
like a
yeah.
So then,
cross.
like, do like a little V into the inside or an X or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do that as well. How do you guys want to do it? Since it seems like you have a couple of different ideas.
Well,
And while you're doing that, I'm
let's-
gonna redraw some logs for y'all.
Yay.
Ropes, like tie some ropes around the end.
So
Tie
I
it to the
have,
donkey. Get the
okay,
donkey to pull it.
just to say, I have a block and tackle, and I have a bunch of rope. So we can use that to our advantage here. And we
I don't
also
even
have
know
a
what a block
donkey.
and tackle is.
Really?
Block and tackle.
Okay.
Oh, it's a pulley, right?
Yeah. It's like a pulley.
Yeah.
thing.
Okay. So we rig up the block and tackle and have the donkey do the pulling,
Pretty
and
much,
like
yeah.
tie the other end of the rope to the tree.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
I don't think you need to even roll anything for that. However, if you do decide to disguise it so it looks like it's a natural occurrence, I will probably need a roll for that.
What would the roll be?
Um,
Survival?
Deception with
I was
nature.
just gonna say it seems like deception.
Well,
Deception with wisdom.
deception with wisdom.
There you go.
Okay.
I've done this with trees many times before.
I also think I want a nature check too from somebody.
Give him. Well,
Nature.
I
I've
have
got
a
a 4 in
3.
nature.
Yep. Go.
That's an 8. Even with
course.
advantage wouldn't have helped.
All right. I think it doesn't look like, I don't know. I feel like you're able to conceal the intention, but it doesn't look completely natural. There's something still suspicious about it, but it doesn't scream ambush. Like, you were able to disguise the fact that it was man-made, I guess, but there's still something off about it.
Right. So I have. Hold on. How many? Bio. Okay, I have 6 hunting traps that we can set probably around here, just on these rows, and then maybe through like 1 or 2 in front, just in case someone goes through.
Let me see if I can find a trap image for you.
So if they try to run away, I don't know, if like one of them picks up the box and tries to make a run for it, they'll probably either go like this way,
Yeah,
or they'll go straight back,
or back. Yeah.
or they'll try and push through, I guess. So we can kind of try and intercept some of those with traps.
Well, I don't see any good images, so let's just let's go with one of these. Oh, that's gonna be your trap image. You say you have 6 of those?
I have 6, yeah. Suggest I would put like 1. I would put 2 just around this area if like someone
Let
goes
me
through.
give you control of them so you can just put them wherever. Oh, you know what? What'll be a lot easier? If I just give you control of one and then duplicate that one.
Yep.
Alright, you should have control of them. Feel free to place them where you'd like to place them.
Right. So these are pretty much just like they can stop someone in their tracks, pretty much. So
let me see.
the
if I can find
idea-
hunting trap.
the idea would be to just have them run away backwards instead of through here.
Sure.
Pretty much.
Are you trying to conceal the traps?
The two forward ones, definitely. I mean, what do you guys think about the side ones?
Yeah, I think we should.
Okay. I just
Because
don't want to
otherwise-
kill everyone, you know?
Yeah, but I'm thinking if they get up to here and we're wanting to launch an attack or whatever, they might like see these and start running. I think concealed would be better. Would be better. What do you think, Phil?
Concealing the traps, yeah.
Okay. Let's see. What would that be? Sleight of hand or stealth? Which one do you think is more appropriate?
I think sleight of hand makes more sense. to
That's
me.
what I was thinking too.
Wow.
Okay.
Do you have? Oh wow! I was about to lend you inspiration, but no need.
I also wanted to ask, do you think it's fair to do it for each trap, or do you think it's fair to do them as a group? I know you're biased because you just got that double
I am
crit.
biased right now, so like I'm just gonna say, like I'm fine with both, really. Like,
Okay, my-
but I
my-
think it's easier for you if we do it as a group, right?
My instinct was to have it for each trap, but that feels like it's too harsh. So maybe we'll do them in trap groups.
Okay, just
Before you
So-
roll, do you have inspiration, or do you want some?
I think I used it last time. I don't have it on my sheet.
Then you must have used it.
So you can take mine.
I mean, okay.
I'm
so
marking it off.
Okay, fine. I'm marking it on.
Okay,
right.
so the double
you-
crit,
if you
which
want
one
to,
was that
so-
for?
I mean, I would say just go from left to right.
Okay, so go ahead and make a second sleight of hand check for group 2. With advantage. Nice.
Holy moly!
Holy
Very
shit.
well hidden traps. Allow me to just give these ninjas on all of them.
My goodness.
And in the red part, I'm going to put 24 because that is going to be the DC to spot them.
Jesus Christ. Well, next up, I have barrels, and I have a shit ton of oil. Literally just 30 flasks of oil. I don't know how much of that barrel that fills. There's probably
Well,
like,
a flask is not very much, right?
yeah, like just like tell me 4 if I have, whatever.
I mean, I don't know how big a barrel is. I know that a flask is probably about a pint. So how many pints in a gallon? Let's find out.
Barrel capacity.
8. All right, how many gallons in a barrel? 42 US
40.
gallons.
40 gallons, alright.
And so if you take your 30 divided by 8, you have roughly 4 gallons.
Okay.
So a tenth of the barrel.
Okay, cool. Good to know. Well, I think I will still fill up a barrel with this and like place it around, you know, here as well, disguised.
Disguised how?
Just bushes, pretty much. Try to do that.
Okay. Go ahead and make another sleight of hand check.
Okay, 14.
Let me see if I can find a barrel asset for you. There you go. You want it like here?
Yep.
Okay. I'll put a little ninja thing on that. Give that a 14.
Jesus Christ. What am I doing?
I don't know.
I said in chat, it's like a tower defense game.
A little bit.
Yeah. Right. I will. So who wants a flask of alchemist fire of the two of you?
I mean, I spit fire.
There you go. That you have me convinced.
Brah. Down with the kids.
So, do you have any other tricks up your sleeve, Snow?
I have
the only other thing I was
caltrops.
thinking of. What are those?
Caltrops, they're like D4 for the floor.
Yeah, they're like little spikes so you can
Yeah,
scatter,
and
and
they
then they
slow
make.
down people as well. So
Oh.
And
just-
they're like stepping on Lego or spikes,
yeah,
basically.
they're like miniature Lego things. So I would like to just drop some over here, pretty much. Just
They're like
if they
tank
run.
traps. They're like tiny tank traps for people's feet. You know what
Oh,
I'm
right,
talking
yeah. Okay.
Let me find
Ouch.
some spikes. I know I found some earlier when I was looking up traps. See if I can find them. These will do. So you got caltrops there.
Yeah, I like would probably cover, just this area with them, and just more behind those traps as well. So
How many bags of caltrops do you have?
I had 6.
Oh my goodness.
I have
So
way too
here-
much shit. Okay.
Here.
I got confetti because I was gonna go, it is I, the Zendrim, blah, 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 and then just like,
Right.
Where else would you like them since you have 3 others?
So over what the fuck? Over up here, like just put just 3 in in a row, pretty much like this, and that's it.
Like that?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, I'm done. Go.
So we gotta hide ourselves.
I mean, we got.
I was thinking I would hide up behind this tree trunk over there, or what? Just
I
there,
mean,
maybe.
I would probably hide over on this side, and the idea, just letting you know, is also to throw alchemist fire at this barrel with a little bit of oil.
Oh, okay. I do have phase step. I was thinking that side because it's easier to get down. It looks like, but I will just phase step down. So I'm gonna hide there.
And what about you,
see.
Belle? Bill? Bill.
will I just not dress as a Zendrim and just be over here and have the horse and cart and stuff and be like, help me! A
mean-
log has fallen in the way of my cart.
is me.
I mean, you can do whatever you want.
I'm just gonna hide. I think it's easier at this point. I'm just like, fucking, get in the fucking tree. Ooh, I'll go over here actually, because then I'm next to the traps. I'm a bird.
To
Alright.
which to woo.
Let's get each of you to make a stealth check, and then we're gonna take our break.
All right, time to fail spectacular. Let's go.
13. Nice.
What the
You just can't not crit. Perfect. Okay. Great.
3 crits in 4 rolls.
I mean, technically, it's kind of 4 because the double crit.
It's just.
All right.
Oh, I need to beat the GM again. The second roll shit.
No, because you
I
won't
mean,
have those
don't
rolls.
worry. The fight hasn't started yet.
Enough time for it all, right?
I don't know.
It's break time.
We'll find out. I've not done this before. I don't know how long it takes and what you guys are going to do. It'll be fine.
I've got plans. We'll dispatch them pretty quick.
All right.
Okay.
So, let's take a short break, right? Is that the
Yeah.
time? All right. So we'll be back in what 5 minutes, something like that, and
5 sounds good.
then we'll continue with an ambush or a failed ambush. I'm not sure yet. All right, everyone. Have an awesome break. Grab yourself some tea, water, coffee, and beer, whatever beverage you like. maybe take a wee break, and we'll talk to you in just a few. Sorry, I didn't unmute you before you said that, so do it again. Do it again.
Hi everyone, we're talking about the bag of devouring.
Wow, so much. Oh, such a difference.
Yeah, you.
I
have you
was
put your-
excited and then I had to repeat myself.
Anyway, there's a 50% chance if you put your arm into the back, the 50% chance that you get pulled in, and that's not. You don't get any save against that. That is just literally a D2 or a D whatever, 50%. There's no armor class. There's no save. You just get pulled in.
There is arm class.
I suppose then you can escape afterwards.
Yeah, because I think hold on, where is it? Bag of devouring. I know it's on there. Because yeah, if you start your turn inside the bag, you are devoured.
Oh yeah, your body is destroyed.
Oh
So
my
yeah.
God.
That's
I
really
remember
quick.
when that happened in Court of Swords, and I'm like, damn, Adam, you are a jackass.
Dude, Adam can be so evil. It's amazing.
Back by the way,
Slide
I'm
your
gonna
guard.
Welcome
All
back.
cursed magic items, they're great. They're
Hey, Phil.
amazing.
Ah,
I've just got some food, so I will be muting myself and unmuting.
It's all good.
Apologies.
It's all good.
right.
Shall we get back to it then?
I mean, sure.
Unless you have more bullshit you want to talk about.
I mean, I'm going to spare you the part of like my thoughts that was like, wait a minute, I can bond with animals, and I'm just gonna spare you all that bullshit.
I mean, you can make friends with animals and
I can make
communicate with them
friends with
telepathically.
Yes, and like, sure.
That's different from saying, hey, go harass those giant humanoids that are coming down the road. Like, no.
Obviously. But
okay,
yeah, there
no.
is some more bullshit we can do. But whatever. I'm just gonna
Anyway.
spare that.
So,
Spare it.
speaking of more bullshit, can I? Let's see. I want to cast before everything kicks off. False Life. It does have duration of an hour, so
When would you want to cast that then? Obviously, you want to say like 30 minutes before they get here, but how would you know? Like, what is your indication
Yeah.
to cast that?
Hey,
I
can I like ask a bird friend to let me know or something? Like if they see it's someone coming down the road, pretty much.
If you use one of your beast bond spells to telepathically ask a
Yeah.
bird thing, and you have to like befriend it first. So how do you want to befriend this? Okay, so you got to find a bird. That's not hard.
Right.
How do you befriend this bird?
I will just cheat and use animal friendship.
Okay.
So this is a wisdom save if you want to do that. Otherwise, yeah, whatever.
I will find a bird. You find a bird on here.
Suddenly,
No.
a rock appears.
We'll just go with like a raven if I can't find anything else. Yeah, we'll go with a raven. It's not a raven, but I'm just gonna use their stat block for this.
Sure.
The rock appears and stands in the middle of the road and just raises his eyebrow at them.
So I'll make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, DC
What's
14.
my DC? 14.
14.
Okay. This seems friendly enough to you.
Right, and then I will ask it to, just fly back and throw and like, what what is the sound? Whatever, chirp at me, I guess. With the
They do a caw, is what it's
Caw.
called.
right. Well, and just call at me if it sees someone coming down the road nearby. Pretty much is what I'm trying to do. Do I need to
Okay.
roll animal handling for this?
Since you have your, are you using your telepathic link for that?
Yes, I am.
Then no, I don't think you need to use animal handling. With your telepathic link, you're able to convey this instruction. It's not too complicated, I don't think. It's like, hey, if you see people coming, make a noise so I can hear you, right? That's it.
Yeah, pretty much. Thank you.
All right. And then where do you want it to be?
I mean, just I guess I would like. I'm trying to think in feet, and it's really hurting my brain. God. Just like
I mean, you don't have to give me specifics. You are about 50 feet away from the edge of the map.
right,
Would you want it to be like 150 feet away?
like 125, something like that, in that range,
Okay.
right? And just
Sure.
have that like on a tree somewhere or something. Like, I mean, I'm letting it go wherever it wants to, but whatever.
Okay, but you just want it a ways down in that direction, so that way you guys will have about 100 feet of warning
Yeah.
before they get on the map.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
So we can do the Vita Mortis Tarium out of here.
Yeah, because you don't have silent spell casting. So I'm gonna put little ninja things on you. Are you all in disguise?
I
Or did
am.
anyone opt to not wear disguise?
I would be.
Yeah, be in disguise.
Okay, so y'all are disguised as Zentarum. So I have the DC of your disguises. Y'all have rolled stealth, so I have the DC of your stealth. You hear the caw of the crow,
And I've
What does it sound like?
like a crow.
just the flatness of that. Wonderful.
So when I hear that, I'm going to cast False Life. I misread it. I think I confused it with Aid or something. It's just on me.
Okay.
I cast it at 2nd level, so I got 13 temp HP.
Okay. All right. Does anybody else want to do anything while you are hunkering down waiting?
I would like to detect portal.
Okay. You do not detect any planar portals.
Cool. That was all I wanted to know.
How mind-blowing would it have been if you... yes, there's portals all around you. There's different planes. There's one to the ethereal. There's one to the astral plane.
You know what? If I was homebrewing this or better at improvising, I might do that. But we're just going vanilla today.
All
It's
right.
always
what
next time.
about you, Bill? Anything you want to do while you're laying in wait?
I'm just making sure that I'm hidden.
You
But I'm not just
feel
like-
very hidden. Don't
Yeah.
worry. You all feel very hidden.
Keyword there is feel.
I mean,
You
we'll see.
think you're very hidden.
We'll see.
Feels hidden, man.
All right. So I don't know how fast things can move. So we'll say it's like, I don't know, 15 minutes later when you start to hear the hoofbeats and the creaking wheels of a cart being pulled by 2 horses.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Pah.
Approaching from down the road is the Night Mask's wagon. It is a transport wagon used to move money and valuables and features thick, reinforced wood and steel. whatever's inside's unknown to you. You can't see. It's like it's covered. It's got a roof. It's like fully enclosed. But you do notice 2 armed Orog drivers, their tusks shining in the light. You also notice the 2 huge mercenaries being very liberal with their horsewhips as they drive their horses toward their destination. I am going to keep narrating what happens. Interrupt me if you would interrupt the action.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
Because I don't know how you want to spring this ambush. So let me
Oh,
get
wait, am
on
I
to-
again in charge of when we do this because I'm supposed to do the hoot?
The the wagon keeps heading in this direction.
It looks like a South Park movement.
At this point, you hear one of the Orogs bark something in Orcish. Do any of you speak Orcish?
Ooh, I might. 2 seconds.
Absolutely not.
No, I don't.
Nope.
Okay, you hear them bark something in Orcish.
If they start talking in Orcish, I'm like, and I run out.
You
the bush.
shout tally ho and run out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me do a thing.
You just hear the language of Orcish and you're incensed. Speak civilized.
Let's see if this works.
You can't sing in that language.
All right. So you charge basically.
Yeah.
Roll initiative.
Just Bill. Or
Oh
everybody?
my god, I love it.
You all can roll initiative. You definitely all hear Bill shouting.
I just got a 5.
Yeah, you did.
Ooh.
Oh, I got a 6.
All right, and I will also be rolling some initiatives.
I'm gonna run over and let the tires down, and then realize that they're actually wooden wagon wheels, and I can't let them down.
What?
Just let everybody else down instead.
And I need to do this. What? Okay, perfect. Descending. Selania, you hear Bill shout, tally ho. You hear the branches cracking beneath his feet and the brush whispering at his legs as he starts rushing through the underbrush. What do you do?
So I hear this and I run forwards to there. And yeah, I'm shouting like, "Halt! It is I, Selania of the Zentarim!
God damn it.
Caw, ribbit!
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm just gonna remove the stealth things from your
Fair.
tokens.
That is fair, yeah.
Oh my god.
So I'm going to cast Melf's Minute Meteors.
All right, who are you casting it on?
Minute.
So it's pronounced minute actually. You can expel 1 or 2 of the meteors, sending them streaking towards a point or points you choose. Actually, I'm going to expend 2. So it's when I cast it, and as a bonus action on every round afterwards. It's concentration for 10 minutes. So this time, I'm going to cast 1 on each of them, I think.
Okay, let me pull the spell because I'm not familiar with it.
Oh, let me see if I can figure out how to put it in the
I
chat.
mean,
No, I just
Derek
rolled
is
it
very
again.
familiar with that spell.
It's the greatest spell in Baldur's Gate.
I'm gonna have to Google it because it's not in the compendium for me.
If I can figure out how to do output on this.
It's okay.
thing. Output
I
spell
found
card?
it.
Okay.
Okay, so it's a level 3 spell. Yes.
Yep. Spending level 3 spell slot, and yeah, I'm gonna cast. Yeah, I'm gonna send one of them towards each
And
of
you
those.
create 6 meteors. Okay, so you have
Yep.
6 of them, and you're using 2 On the first one, you're casting one at each. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So they each need to make a dexterity saving throw, correct?
Yeah. And 7 damage on a 5 damage or half on save.
Okay. Alrighty. Learn a new spell. Cool. All right. I need to just leave these sheets up. I keep closing out other sheets and then I'm like very confused on where I'm finding everything. Issues of being a new DM. There we go. All right.
Yep. I know.
Dexterity saving throws coming up. All right. Okay. And is it 7 for each or is it 7 and then 9?
Oh,
How's that?
that's up to you actually. If you want to use one roll for both or one roll for each meteor.
I think it should be one roll for each meteor.
Okay.
Actually, I need to make 2 more dexterity saving throws because each creature within 5 feet of the point where the meteor explodes must make a dex saving throw. So,
Oh, do they both get hit by both?
yes.
Cool. Excellent. Oh man, it's an even better spell than I thought.
Okay. Okay. And what it's DC 15? Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Oh gosh, it doesn't have any of their HP written down. I thought I had that written down. It's okay. I'll set it up now. All right. So that is that amount and that amount to start. And then minus this amount, minus this amount, minus this amount, and minus this amount. And then I need to look at horses.
Oh
'Cause
no.
you might have just murdered some horses.
No.
How dare. Okay, wow. My Discord
Evil
unmute
Solania.
button doesn't work anymore again. I
I'm gonna
just
be
said,
devastated.
how
I didn't
dare.
use I didn't use fireball because I was worried about the horses.
Well, they're
maybe
still
nobody
within 5
thought of
feet,
it.
so.
Too late. Damn.
Okay. 2, 3, 4. Ooh, okay. Let's see. Yeah, you deal a decent amount of damage to especially this Orog here.
Cool.
The other one seems to duck out of the way of some of the blasts. You nearly kill the 2 horses. They are grievously burned.
Yeah. I think I realized this and I'm like, sorry. And then yeah, I'm gonna move a little bit further forwards to there and then
Okay.
activate my blade singing
Okay,
with a bonus action.
sure.
And that's it.
All right. Which one are you? This guy. All right. So the one that you grievously burned is going to do something. Let's see. It definitely can't reach you from here like with like you can't get into melee with you because you're 15 feet up. But he is going to leap off the horse and charge in this direction and chuck a javelin at you, Solania.
Oof.
What's your AC?
20.
Okay, so the javelin lands in between your feet, basically.
Yep.
And then he's going to shout something that doesn't sound too nice in Orcish. Let's see. All right. The second one is also going to leap off here and try to do the same thing and chuck a javelin at you.
Bring it on.
All right. All right. It goes wide. It like ends up in a in a tree behind you.
So I'm already, well, like spinning to dodge. It looks more like a dance than a combat thing. And I'm like, you need to try harder than that to hit Silania of the Zentarim.
Bill, you're next up.
Okay. I'm never sure when I'm muted and unmuted. This shouldn't be eaten right now. These two guys just got off the cart.
Yes.
Right. And there's nobody else that I can see in the cart or around the cart.
Nothing you can see. It is covered. So
Okay.
there's no way to see what's inside.
I'm gonna run around the back and try and get in the cart.
Okay. Let's see if
That's
I have
too
any
far.
stats on this cart. Probably not. I think it
Ooh,
is
good call.
locked. There's like there's a latch in the back.
Right. Well, first things first. Hideous laughter on one of the guards. Boom.
Which one would you like to hideous laughter?
Has one of them? Have they both taken damage? One of them taken
They
damage?
have both taken damage. You know, the one that is over here is a little bit more burnt than the other.
I'll hideous laughter this one.
Okay, let's see if that works.
And
It's a
I'll be
wisdom
like-
save.
Well, I'll say, that's right, we're the Zentarim, not Xanathar. And then,
What's the
okay.
DC?
It'll be 15.
Your joke falls on deaf ears.
They
Maybe
must
they
not know
don't.
who the Xanathar are.
I thought it was clever, Bill.
Maybe they don't understand common. You know, it was a good joke.
I don't think that they have to speak the language.
I know.
It's
Just
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
And then 30 foot of movement. Meow. Bloop. I think that was 30 feet. If it's 25 feet, it's fine. I'm just going to go there.
Yeah, it was
Tommy.
about 25.
Okay.
Okay.
30.
Gabriel.
well. Okay. Well, I guess I will pop up from behind cover, I guess, and use this wonderful ability on the one that just got, that Bill wanted to make laugh. And I will...
Okay, so that's the northern one.
Right. And then I will release the first arrow.
Okay, so the first attack with advantage because you are from stealth. Nice.
Right.
So that definitely hits.
And I mean, if he's still up, then I will shoot
He is.
another. Leave.
Okay.
Okay, wow. 12. 12
Yeah, that does
damage.
not hit.
Cool. And that is it.
All right, you are no longer in stealth, so I'm going to remove that marker from you. Let's see.
The wagon attacks Bill. It's a mimic.
Oh no! Not again. Not again.
However, you hear a cry, and a furious orcish cry come from the wagon. You have no idea what they're saying, but it sounds hostile as fuck. Then you see no, I think that's an action, so that's all it happens. There's a furious cry that comes from within the wagon. Selania.
I'm going to fling as a bonus action 2 more of my minute meteors down at these two, hoping
Okay.
to hit them both with each again. So I'll roll it twice.
All right, I will make some deck saves.
Ooh, that's better. Let me try again.
Okay.
Oof, that's not so good.
1. Ooh, it's being a bit slow today. Let's see. Oh.
There it is.
All right. Even though this guy manages to get out of the way of the second one, he still like tumbles over dead.
Aha.
So now let's do this guy. All right. This other guy is not able to dodge any of your meteors. He's still up. He's looking horribly burnt.
Okay, I'm gonna burn him some more.
Well, I'm not done yet because I have horses to do now. Well, at least one horse. This horse is just in range.
Oh no, really?
Yeah.
Stop this
I-
madness.
Okay, I need to do 2 rolls on that. Actually, just 1 roll on that horse.
I could have maybe aimed him behind or something.
Don't you have to
squares
target a
to-
creature though, or
Let me
can
just
you
check.
target a point you can see?
You spend 2 sending them shrieking towards a point or points you choose.
Okay, so yeah, you could have angled it at such a way, because of how you described it. We sent 1 at each. I thought you were throwing them at them.
I didn't realize that it would have been in range there.
Yeah,
I would be trying to avoid the horses for sure.
yeah. You
'Cause
could have
I
definitely. You could have
realized
sent
the horses
both of
already
them
was-
at the guy who was here, and caught both
Yeah.
of the Orogs in that. So let's say you did that.
Okay. Thank you for
All
your
right.
mercy.
Sure.
And then if he's still standing, then I'm going to do a firebolt
Okay.
as an action. So 20
That hits.
for 13. Woo woo.
I don't understand how this is a deadly encounter.
And I'm going to. Oh, I think actually, maybe I have even extra movement speed. I think I've
You do. You have extra 10 feet of movement.
extra 10. Okay, so I'm going to, quick as a flash, run 40 feet that way.
Okay. Bill. Bill, you are up.
I know I keep muting myself when it's to start my turn because I'm like I'm muted. I'll unmute myself. Yeah. Oh, we killed these 2. Oh dear. We'll go around the back. Wait, I keep forgetting to check how far I can move. 30. Oh well, I can get to the back. To the back, and then I'm gonna try and open the doors. at the back.
If you just go to open them, you notice that they are like locked.
Can
Do you have
I
a way to open
try
them?
and open them? Oh, I might have.
Do you have thieves' tools?
I have this tool. Meh.
Yeah, you can cast knock on the door.
And I like knock on the door as I do it.
Okay, you've unlocked it.
Cool. And now I'll open it.
All right. You open the door. You see this guy in there.
Hello, we're from the Zentrum. And I carve a Z into the door with my sword.
Great.
Just
Okay.
like, "Hi-ya!"
Oh my god.
Is there a chest that I can see in here?
He's blocking it with his body, but yes.
Okay. Rude. I'll just I'll make enough space for Solania and Gabriel to get in. If he looks a big and angry man, and then that's my
Oh
turn.
yeah, he's a big ol' orc.
Okay.
All right, Gavriel.
Well, I shall run and hold my action to shoot the first thing that walks out the cart.
Okay. All right, on the orc's turn, he is going to heft up this chest and he's gonna run for it. Let's see. Actually, he's going to use his bonus action because he's aggressive. So he can use his bonus action to move half of his movement towards you. And he's basically going to try to check you with the crate or the chest and just keep running. You can... It's not an actual attack. He just tries to do that as he goes by. You can take an attack of opportunity, and Gavriel, your attack also is going to go off.
Non-lethal damage, lads.
Fucking hell.
That is a miss, Gavriel, unfortunately. That is also a miss. All right, so I'm probably going to... Hold on. I need to move this so I can select all of you. We may need to go on to a different map.
It's okay, I've got a plan.
So I've made a generic battle map. Give me 1 second to copy everything over. As I suspected this was going to happen. All right. Generic map. Away. So I'm just going to draw a couple of lines to sort of indicate where the path goes.
Oh, right. Because we're on a different map, we can no longer see the turn order, so you're probably...
I will just... Can I do something about that or no?
It's like just because the tokens are on a different map, so not really.
Okay.
I had 6
Maybe
initiative or something.
Okay. Way, but we can also just clear the initiative and, you know, go again.
Oh, here it is.
And just...
Gavriel got 5.
I can still see it.
Yeah. Like, I remember initiative, but...
Cool. You need to call it then. Just...
Yeah, I'll just call it like I have been. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
All right, so this guy's run about 30 feet out of the
I need
wagon.
to find a place
past...
for this. Just so it doesn't show up. Fuck. Okay, well, the turn order is just there. It's cool.
Solania, it is
You
your
can minimize
turn.
it, Snow, if you double click on it. I'm gonna
Oh my
sprint
gosh.
towards him.
You're awesome.
And so it's always kind of jarring to me, but I think you can do non-lethal with any type of jam with that with spells as well.
I
is it
am
melee
going
only?
to say, because I don't feel like, even though that's rules as written, I feel like it doesn't make sense.
Okay.
Yeah, non-lethal meteors.
Yeah.
Non-lethal
Are they non-lethal
fireball.
snapping as well? But yeah, so in that
This
case,
guy hasn't taken any damage yet, so if you want to start off,
oh
with
yeah, that's
your-
true. Yeah, I will do
You
that actually.
can?
Yeah, so because only the last hit needs to be non-lethal, so I will do that. I'm gonna fling
Yeah.
2 more minute meteors at him. My last 2.
Okay.
Minute. It's pronounced minute because they last a minute exactly. Did you see the duration of the spell? It lasts 1 minute.
Did they not last a hot second because you used them so quickly?
Well, they lasted about 18 seconds, but
Okay. I will go ahead and roll some deck saves for this guy. Okay, he's able to get out of way of one of them. Oh, also his HP is not listed down. I'm super prepared, guys. Don't worry.
It's all good.
Yeah,
So
good.
I'm running towards him and like flinging. I'm picturing like flaming like.
You know what?
8-inch.
You hate to see. He's trying to block with the fucking box.
Oh no!
And you see like one of your meteors ends up exploding right on the side of that chest and is
God.
like covered in scorch marks now.
So I start off like running towards him really, really fast. And I'm like, excuse me, sorry, sir, we need that box. It's first from the Zentarim. Flinging meteors, and he starts blocking with that. And I'm like, no, the box, no, it's fragile. Read the box, it says fragile on the side. And then I
Side
start
down.
non-lethally trying to stab him with my rapier.
Oh right, because that's a bonus action.
Yeah,
Throwing.
once it's up, it's a bonus action to fling them.
Okay.
So rapier. Survey says 17.
You hit the box.
Oh.
Blocks your rapier with the box, and you cut a nick into it with it.
Oh man.
Watch this be like Rimmer's chest on Red Dwarf, where the actual stuff in the chest isn't valuable. It's the chest that is valuable because it's made of wood.
So yeah, I'm like, no, sorry, Mr. Delric. And then I try and stab him this time.
Okay, you definitely hit that time.
For that 13.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right. Bill, you are up next.
I'm gonna hideous laughter him, which
You
is
said a wisdom save, yes?
yes of
All right.
15.
Can you put the text of the spell into chat for me?
Meh.
Thank you.
That's the spell penguin that makes that noise, by the way, whenever I
All
cast
right.
a spell.
The orc was looking really angry, but also kind of unnerved that both of his fellows had fallen so quickly to your attacks. And then what joke do you say to trigger this laughter?
And the thing about goblins is they're so very small. Because I feel like that would be a joke that an orc would find funny.
He just kind of stops and his expression changes. And you hear this horrible snorting laughter as he grabs the box to his chest and just like falls over laughing.
Okay, grab the box.
Anything else on your turn, Bill?
I mean, I can probably just move. I can move to like right next to him, pretty much.
Yeah.
Can I grab the box?
No, that would be an action.
Shit. All right. Okay. I don't grab the box. I just kind of run over to him, and
Gavriel.
I look like I'm going to grab the box next turn, but it's fine.
Right. I start running, and then what we saw before in the market square happens, where my body just twists and I appear 30 feet further.
Sure.
Which misty step.
Yep.
And I will move towards him, grab the box.
Let's see. I think he is incapacitated, so I don't think he's
Exactly.
able to stop you.
Huh?
I really didn't want to just go fireball.
And I will just
Was that the plan, Phil, with the hideous laughter?
Yeah, just to incapacitate people.
You genius.
Yeah.
And I will.
And then you
move
have the movement
back.
to run away?
Hold
Okay.
on. So that's 10, 30. There we go.
Okay. All right. So he gets to make a saving throw at the end of his turn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm reading. Each time it takes damage at the end of its turns. Okay. Good luck, Orc Boy. He stops laughing.
Oh,
You hear the laughter, and then he looks real pissed off. Solania.
I'm gonna try and knock him out. So I'm gonna drop my arcane focus. It's on a string, so it like drops and like swings against my chest. And then I'm gonna attack him with my rapier, non-lethal, and then a dagger after that offhand.
Okay.
11, 15.
He rolls out of the way.
So you do offhand attacks. Is it with proficiency?
It's a
Just
bonus
normal?
action. You get proficiency. You don't get a bonus
You
to
just
damage.
don't get. Yeah, you don't get your dex bonus on the damage roll. You were able to get the dagger into his side.
Okay, so I roll a
D4.
just a D4, straight D4.
Mhm.
3.
It's a deep cut.
Cool.
right.
That's it.
All right, Bill. Bill.
I
Bill,
hate to spam the same spell, but another joke.
Okay. Yep, he just starts laughing again. Good job.
And then I run away. I say, you were sent to rim that wagon, but now we're going to have to get very Xanathar from you. Ha ha. And then I run 30 feet up the road. Meh.
Just so you know, Gavriel's retreating in the other direction.
That's fine. This is classic Zentarim tactics where we just
Okay.
ambush and everyone scatters and we all meet back at the Zentarim Zentarin. That's the Zentarim pub.
All right, Gavriel.
Well, as I run, same thing happens again. I just appear up on the cliff, or whatever
Okay.
it is. He's prone.
He is prone.
Well, I will drop the box and ready my action in case he stops laughing, to do non-lethal damage to him, I guess.
Okay.
Just waiting on Solania to retreat or do whatever, because I never know with that woman.
He stops laughing.
Well, let me get rid of sharpshooter. I should have disadvantage because he's prone,
Yes.
right?
Exactly. You are still able to hit him. So he takes 8 damage. You said non-lethal?
Non-lethal, yeah.
Okay, you get him in like the leg somewhere.
Yeah, pretty much. Just he takes an arrow to the knee.
It's a crossbow bolt with a boxing glove on the end.
Solania.
Oh boy. I really don't know whether to run or to try and knock him out and then run. He's probably, I mean, he's got some, maybe I've seen him be speedy chasing towards Bill before, so he's fairly quick, I think. Maybe he would chase us down.
I don't know if you noticed that because he did that when he was in the wagon and I don't remember if you had line of sight in the wagon.
Not inside, but I saw him running out of it. Ooh. Do we have everything we needed? We just needed the box.
Gabriel has the box.
Yep.
But he is up, so I would have to disengage.
Or you could just run. You haven't taken any damage. You could just eat an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna start running. It's gonna go beyond the map, but I'm gonna run 40, dash for 40, and use my face step to.
Don't you only get one of those?
Yep,
Didn't you already use it?
I used it last time, but we rested.
Oh, I thought you used it during this encounter.
No.
Did you just? How did you get down off the cliff then?
I think we made a mistake and she just used movement for it.
Okay, that's fine. We
So,
can just go with that then. That's fine.
I mean, do whatever, right? It's your
Yeah,
call.
it's fine. Yep. So we'll just say you made it down the cliff like sliding or whatever. I don't care. Just wanted to make sure.
I'm not sure if I ever came down from the cliff. I think I was still at the top of it on the. Oh shit! I see on this map.
Yeah.
Well, let's say I used it then to get, because I would have done something like that to get down. So I'll just dash this time.
Okay, so he grabs hold of his great axe, and as you try to run away, he tries to get a swing at you. So I'm gonna make an attack. Let's see. All right. Unfortunately, his battle cry does not take effect anymore.
Is
He's
he still
neutralized his
prone?
battle cry.
Is he still prone?
He is still prone, so he has disadvantage, right?
He's just like swinging while lying on his back.
Well, yeah. He hasn't had a chance to get up. So, how far are you going? Because I can put you on the next map if I need to.
I think I just went 25, so I've got another 55.
Okay,
Jesus.
so let's put you here.
I'm so sorry, Estani.
That's okay.
2 maps to manage.
No, it's revenge for the 150 feet off the map combat.
Yeah, it's fine. So you're roughly right about here now. I'm
Okay.
going to move Bill and Gabriel to the side. So just go ahead and put you where you'd be.
Another 55. I would get to that.
Just don't run into
Okey-doke.
the traps.
What traps? Bang!
Bill, you are up. What would you like to do?
Stinky cloud.
Oh my goodness.
And
Okie
then,
doke.
and then I'm gonna run as far as my little legs can carry me.
Let me look. So it's a 20. You're putting it right. Are you centering it right on him?
Just on top of him, yeah.
All right. Yellow. Yellow. Well, let's make that slightly transparent because I can.
I mean, he's probably gonna make the save because he's a big lad.
So like that.
I
Yeah.
think it's a sphere, so it would be like 20.
I'm not worried about.
Yeah.
sphere.
Oh, it's a 20-foot radius sphere. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's massive. The spell is
It's huge. That's why I
Yeah.
say it, right?
So like that.
Yeah, and then he's got to
Yeah,
make a
it's fine.
Constitution save and throw. 15.
Does he make it
AC.
on his turn or does he make it now?
Each creature that is completely within the cloud at the start of its turn must make a Constitution saving throw against poison. Okay, cool.
Okay. We'll do that at the start of his turn.
Right, and I'm gonna peg it because I remembered that Neverwinter's this way. So I'm gonna run around the cloud.
You will have to make an athletics check to climb up that 15-foot cliff.
Let's do it.
This turn or next? Because, I mean, spell plus movement, and then he's there. So I'm confused.
Where was I? I was here, wasn't I? Something like that.
Yeah, you were down there. You cast a spell. If you want to climb the cliff, you can use an athletics check as part. You probably won't be able to climb up all of it, but you can start climbing this turn.
I mean, can I just keep going this way until I find a way to loop back around? I'll meet back up with them. It'll be fine.
Yeah, you can if you want.
Oh god.
Okay.
That would be totally fine.
I'm going to go down here 20 feet, and then I'm just going to try and find somewhere that's easier to get up. than where I was going to try and get her.
Okay. Right now there isn't, but you can keep checking.
Okay.
We'll get
Well,
back to you.
How high is this again? 30 feet.
It's 15 feet.
15 feet. I've got 10 feet of movement left, so I could maybe start climbing then. Okay. Will I make an acrobatics check?
Make an athletics check.
Okay. Okay.
All right, you start climbing.
I'm not very good at it.
Gavriel.
I mean, hold on. Well, I will. Nah, fuck it. I will just stay here and use 2 arrows to try and incapacitate him further. Is
Okay.
he still prone?
Yeah, he hasn't had a chance to get up.
What the hell are we doing to this poor orc?
I don't know. You're being very mean.
Try not to kill him. It feels worse than actually just killing him. Although I have just told him some jokes and made him smell a bit, so it's not that bad.
So he
With
takes 5 piercing
disadvantage.
damage. I mean, it's still a 26.
Yep. I mean, 28, technically.
Well, yeah, whatever. You still rolled a 26 plus 2. All right. Anything else from you, Gavriel?
Nope.
All right. It's the start of his turn. Before he gets up, he has to make a con save, correct?
Yes. 15
Alright.
DC.
He's using his wrong saves for wisdom. I'll keep that in mind for next time.
No problem.
Yep. Yeah, he holds his breath, puts his hand over his mouth. He seems fine. He gets up. He is going to move half of his movement to here because he took half of his movement to stand up. He is going to use his bonus action to charge towards Gavriel. He is going to make an athletics check to try to climb the cliff. Easy. He climbs up and he ends up right here.
Uh-oh.
And he can't reach you though. And he doesn't want to drop his axe. So he just growls at you
I growl back.
aggressively. Solanio.
Oh my god.
Oh, let me just check. That's on self only. That's on self only. Ooh. Okay.
He just set up camp and start cooking another soup.
So I think I turn, realizing that I've cleared everybody by a long distance in the running away, and I'm expecting like Gavriel to be next to me with the box, and he's just not there.
Yeah.
So I turn and run back 40 feet. And then, or actually maybe over here instead.
To go like around the cart, yeah.
And then I'm going to try to cast haste on Gavriel
Okay.
so that he can flee faster if he's planning to.
Yeah, I think you'd have line of sight on him. Let's see, 30 feet. Let's make sure that you're within range before you cast off the spell. So that's 15. Let me go to here.
Oh my god.
He is just within range.
Phew.
Haste.
So yeah, cast haste on Gavriel, and I think that is yeah, I think that's it.
Okay. I'm really glad I prepared this generic map. I knew some kind of shenanigans were going to happen.
No map is ever big enough.
Bill, you can keep going south if you would like.
I'm trying to get up this thing.
Or are you climbing it? That's right.
Yeah, because I kind of
you
want to run
already-
along the ridge towards Gavriel.
It's gonna take you another 20 feet of movement to get to the top
Okay.
because you're
and
climbing
then,
at half speed.
and then I've got 10 when I get to the top. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. If I get to the top, do I need another athletics check?
No, I think let it ride.
Okay, cool. And so I'm at the top. So to the top, 5, 10. Yeah.
You're at the top here, so you have 10 from there.
Okay, so 10
Yeah,
diagonal
sure.
line.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
Cool. How far away am I from him?
you can measure.
Uh, I've got one more joke in me. 2 seconds. I need to get a joke. I cast joke. I cast hideous laughter.
Sure, I will go ahead and make the save with the correct modifier this time.
What?
He was getting a -2 to all the ones I was doing before.
Okay.
So
Oh.
I say, what do you
What?
call a goblin with an injured leg? A hoblin goblin.
he falls over in laughter.
Damn right, too. That was a cracker.
I know my audience.
Anything else on your turn, Bill? As the orc, he's basically clutching his great axe, double over in a fit of snorting laughter.
Ooh, can I? Is there a? I can't bonus action move the stinky cloud. Nope. Cool.
I
That's
don't
fine.
think that has a movement on it, does it?
No, it can be blown away by a mild wind, so no, it's fine. Yeah, that's my action. I've got, unless I can move with a bonus action, I don't think I can.
Not as a bard. No.
No problem. That's my turn.
Gavriel. He's prone again.
Remind me. Do I
Yes.
get disadvantage if I am 5 feet away from him? Because I feel like I don't. On
Explain. Like disadvantage to do what?
disadvantage on ranged attacks.
I think if you're threatened, maybe, but let me look this up because I don't recall.
I'm sorry, just because I forgot that I could do this. Bardic Inspiration on Gavriel. There's a
What
bonus
do
action.
Okay. Yeah,
do
there you go. When you make a ranged attack with a weapon, spell, or some other means, you have disadvantage on the attack roll if you are within 5 feet of a hostile creature who can see you and who is incapacitated. He is currently incapacitated.
So
If you damage him, you'll get advantage on the saving throw next turn.
He'll get to make a saving throw if you damage him.
alright, fuck it, I'm dropping my longbow and grabbing a dagger. And I will
He's got the chest,
cast
by the way.
Hunter's Mark on him.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean I only have a level 1 slot, so obviously. And I will move forward. Remove this. Hunter's Mark. 2 attacks. 1, 2, all non-lethal, by the way. And then
All right. The first one hits. The second one misses.
advantage.
With
because
advantage.
prone.
Oh, wait. No, I misread that. Yeah, they both hit.
And then I have an action from haste that I can also use for this. So we'll do this. I'm trying to not
let me
kill him,
read.
by the way.
Yeah, you said non-lethal. One weapon attack only. Okay, just want to double check that. Yep. Okay, so all of your attacks hit. I'm gonna make 3 saves now to see if he stops laughing.
Yep.
Well, oh, first strike, he stops laughing.
Shit.
He finally gets to turn because it's his turn now. Unless there's something else you'd like to do, Gabrielle.
Hold on. That was a bonus action? No, that's it.
All right. He stops laughing, breathing heavily, bleeding profusely, pushes himself to his feet, grabs his great axe, gets a wicked grin on his face. And in common, because he wants to make sure that you understand him, he says, "Fucking finally," and swings his great axe towards you. What's your AC?
60.
16?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, no, it's 6.
Who's got the chest, by the way?
The chest is right here behind me.
Okay.
The first one goes wide, but the second one cuts deep into you. A critical hit.
Oh my
Ooh.
god. It's a critical hit from an orc. I am afraid. Ow.
Fortunately, even he does not have the player character ability of orcs. You still take 24 slashing damage.
Fair enough. Hold on. Actually, my armor class is 18 because I have haste. Sorry.
Okay. This first one still
doesn't
misses, and the
change
second one
anything,
still
but-
crits you.
Yeah, doesn't change anything, but just wanted to say that. It's yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he cuts you deeply with that second swing. I think he's gonna stay where he is. I don't think he's going to move. So Solania, it is your turn. Let's move back to this.
I've got my own special map. So I think I was like 25 or 20, 25, but then I would have to climb 15.
You are roughly 30 feet away from Gavriel. Actually, you're a little bit further now because he's moved.
Yeah, and that's without climbing, I guess.
And that's without climbing.
Oof. So I was thinking, did Gavriel stay up? The crit. What did the crit do?
It did 24 damage to him. He had not taken any damage prior to that. It's a big blow. Like it's a big
Oof.
cut, but it didn't down him in one for sure. He's he's made of stronger stuff.
I've got a real conundrum because I've got spells that I can do at range, but I can't non-lethal them. So I can. Oh boy. So I was writing in chat. I'm considering casting Mage Hand and trying to move the box with Mage Hand, but I think it's probably too heavy.
Yeah, it's
for
too
that.
heavy for that.
Ah.
Sorry.
Um,
Good thought though, and I like that, but when I know of what's inside of it, it's too heavy for that.
yeah, and £10. I think I had to do a conversion, but it's not very much.
It's not a lot, no.
So, oof.
Most cats weigh more than that.
So yeah, I'm just gonna run closer as far as I
Okay.
can get. So I've got still, if I dash, I've got 80 total.
Okay, so use the 15 to get yourself to the edge of the map, so I know where to place you. Okay, fantastic.
Then I'll run like that so that I'm
Yeah.
next to the wall that I want to climb.
Sure. So let me move everybody over here again. Welcome back.
Thanks very much.
You're right here.
I missed this map. Okay.
Hello.
So you trying to climb then?
All right,
I'm
I
just
need
gonna
an
climb
athletics
directly
check
there.
from you.
Okay. Oh my god.
I know.
I forgot about this. I have a -3 because my
Mhm.
strength is 5.
Yep.
That's right.
Nope.
7.
You can't find any purchase. You try to climb up and you just start sliding back down.
So I'm kind of helplessly failing to climb this cliff, and I'm like, Gabriella, I thought we were running. What are you doing? I think I'll move a little bit closer and then end my turn there.
Okay. Bill.
I'm just gonna move towards him then.
Okay.
Meow. There.
Okay.
I can't brain. There we go. And then I think I may have a ranged weapon. I've got a dagger. Can I throw a dagger at him?
What is the range on a dagger? You can.
20 to 60. So
He's slightly out of range. You can at disadvantage.
I'll just do it. Fucking
Go for
why
it.
not? Fucking why not? Yeah. Damn it.
Your dagger ends up in the stinky cloud. It
No.
clatters like somewhere in there.
That'll never wash off. And I get an extra attack. I think you start with 2 daggers in your kit. Let me
Do you
just
get 2
check.
attacks because you're a Valor Bard?
Yes. I've only got 1 dagger in my bag here, though. So I'm just going to say that I've only got 1 dagger. And I just go, damn.
You can attack
Yeah.
twice with the same dagger.
He threw it though. He doesn't not have it anymore.
I threw it, it just whiffs into the cloud of stinky. Have you still got Bardic Inspiration from me, Gabriel?
Yes.
Right, okay, so I'll use Bardic Inspiration on Solania. And
Oh, Gavriel, are you concentrating on a spell? Is Hunter's Mark concentration?
Oh, it is. Whoa.
All right, you are
Didn't even
you are
realize.
going to have to make a concentration check.
Nope.
You-
It's gone.
All right, Hunter's Mark is gone. Alrighty. So Gavriel still has Bardic Inspiration. Bill, is there anything else you'd like to do?
no, that's all I can do.
All right, Gavriel, it is your turn.
I recast Hunter's Mark. And, well, I guess we're doing this now. Stab.
Non-lethal stab.
Yeah, all right, the second one you're able to get. The first one, it bounces off his armor, but the second one you're able to get good purchase.
Action from haste stab.
All right. You're doing some good work with that dagger.
Yep.
I still don't understand how this is non-lethal stabbing, but okay.
Yeah. Don't question it. It's just whatever.
I think it's meant to be like you're trying to knock them out with like the butt of your sword or something like that, but it's still using the same skills, fighting skills.
All right, that's my turn. You can now hit me if you would like.
I will try. I always try.
AC 18.
All right, he's going to move in this direction around you. And he's gonna try to hit you with his great axe. Because what else is he gonna do?
It's a great axe.
he's filled with that battle fury.
It is a great axe.
All right. You are gonna take another 18 slashing damage. Let me roll something.
18? Okay. Shit.
He ends up missing you. Oh, you said the box was here, right?
Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah. The axe gets perilously close to the box. Doesn't hit it because he can't reach. But if he had been a little bit closer, he might have accidentally cut into that box.
He's a very careless courier.
Oh fuck! I forgot I have Bardic Inspiration. Hey, can I use that Bardic Inspiration to add to my AC against that attack?
Not retroactively.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but yeah,
It's okay. I gotta go close my window because someone's mowing the grass. But Solania, you're gonna be up, so be thinking about what you want to do.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try and climb the cliff. I'm gonna
Obviously.
keep in my head the encouraging, inspiring sounds of Bill's shanties and whatnot.
Of
I
Bill's
think I'm
XC
probably gonna need it.
voice.
I'm going to knock you out. Mama said knock you out.
right, I'm back. What's
My
happening?
anaconda
Uh,
dog.
I'm gonna try and climb the cliff. I'm probably gonna use bardic inspiration, but I think I get to add it afterwards. I have
Yep.
in my head that I can add it afterwards, so I'll just roll it and fail badly, and then try and add it.
You have bardic inspiration as well, remember?
You don't need to add it. You just climb up.
Wowzers!
It's going to take all of your movement because you move at half speed. But you can put yourself any square
I've-
on the cliff that you're adjacent to.
If it's 30 to climb, I'm still blade singing, so I've still got 40 movement speed.
Okay, so then you have another 10 feet of movement still.
I'm gonna move there.
Okay.
And I'm gonna stab.
Alrighty.
What do you think my situation is with dagger? Do I still have that in my other hand? I did cast a spell, so maybe I had to drop it on the other map.
If you cast a spell, then yeah, you probably would have had to drop it.
Okay, so just with the rapier, 2 stabs, non-lethal stabs.
Sure.
Not non-lethal, hilt butts. I'm guessing that probably misses. In which
Yeah,
case
the
I'll
first one
use-
he's able to deflect.
Is your bardic inspiration a D8, Bill?
I think so, yeah. Because I'm
3?
level 6, just went straight bard.
16.
You are inspired enough to hit him.
I think it's just I've got an earworm from some song that Bill's been singing at some point, and it helps my because my blade singing is like a dance, like it's very musical and rhythmical. So I think that helps. So
I reckon you're like old
damage.
school b-boy dancing to
All right.
Mama Said Knock You Out by LL Cool J.
I'm going to knock you out.
Mama said knock you out.
You knock him out.
Yeah.
Leave him bleeding on the ground.
So I'm panting from climbing up the cliff, which has clearly taken it out of me a lot. The other two made it up pretty easily, but and I'm like, I'm very sorry about this, sir. We need you to go to sleep for a little while. We need to take the box. We need it. Sorry. Thank you.
All right. And yeah, with I'm not sure how does it look you knocking him out? Like, do you hit him with the hilt of your sword, or do you like cause him to bleed and then like stabilize him? How does this look?
I make my apologies, and then I do a jumping, spinning roundhouse kick to the head.
We see that shot of his head getting smacked to the side, and his eyes kind of roll back into his head, and then he just falls over.
And then I'm like panting in front of Gabrielle, and I'm like, "Are you crazy, Gabrielle? We were supposed to run. That was the plan we talked about with the crawling and the caca and the ribbit. What are you doing fighting to the death?"
I'm sorry,
Jolly good.
Selena.
Grab the chest and start running past them.
Well, here's the thing though. And as you go to grab the chest, you hear a strange sound coming from inside. And as you go to pick it up, it lurches in your hands. Make a dexterity check to not drop it.
Meh.
Dexterity saving throw. Sorry. Yeah. All right. You're able to hold on to it, but you just hear the sound. It almost sounds like something inside is breaking.
Quickly now.
I'm not sure that the package is going to be in perfect condition, but I'm sure Mr. Delric will understand.
Is
What
it a
kind of a
lock?
courier uses the package as a shield like this?
I sure hope he does.
You hear a strange sound coming inside of the box.
Hello?
Like almost sounds like a screeching or like a tiny scream.
It's not your stomach rumbling, William.
No. Quickly to the
And
car.
then the lid of it starts to jostle as something from inside of the box is trying to lift the lid.
Hmm. Um.
Jump on top. Can we jump on top of the box?
I mean, Bill's holding it, so
Yeah, I'm holding it. I'm just trying to see.
Gabriel, help him hold it. I'll jump on top.
Gabriel, do you want to make a nature check?
Sure. I mean, if it goes through.
Have
thank
you ever
very much.
been to Cholt before?
I mean, so the idea with the original backup character, he is from Jolt. So I'm just gonna say yes.
Okay. Sounds like a baby dinosaur.
No, don't hit the mama.
I think I have heard this before. Just such a long. Have I ever told you about dinosaurs?
No, there's lots of.
Now is not the time, Gabriel. It will escape. It will run away.
Well, okay. It will pull out a bit of food. Just some meat.
Is your plan to let it out of the box? Alternative plan, I'm picturing Bill Gabriel carrying the box with the thing trying to push out of the lid, but Solania like sitting on top of the box to stop it.
I'm okay. I'm quite strong. Above average strength for a bard, probably. I would like to keep the box
Would
shut.
Solania really keep a live animal trapped in a box?
Maybe.
It is.
Maybe not actually. Yeah. Okay. So maybe she was.
If you don't want to free this animal, that's fine. If you do, I'll give you inspiration.
Yeah, all right. I can't turn down inspiration. I think you're right as well. Like when it's like we've got to finish the job and like deliver this unbroken, unopened, then she was like thinking about jumping on top. But if you say there's something living inside, yeah.
All right, Solania, take inspiration.
Beautiful.
Can I just say that is the most Blades thing I've heard ever?
I mean, I'm telling you, I GM this more like Dungeon World / Blades, so. But also, it's a linear story and certain things need to happen. I also started with that.
All right.
So y'all open the box.
Is that where we're gonna stop for today?
I will do the reveal and then
Cool.
we'll stop there. So y'all open the box and you see an adorable baby Triceratops.
Look at the token. Can we have a shift Z?
Is that how you do that?
Yes.
Okay. Shift Z. Blah.
Oh
There
my
we
god, I
go.
love it.
I mean, it is still covered in that hatching goo. So it's very shiny. And it's like making these little, like now that it was like pawing at the top of the box to try to get it open, and then you lift it and then it's like, oh, it's bright, and its eyes immediately like go shut and it makes like this little whining noise. And that's where we're going to end for today.
All right.
I love it.
Okay.
It's so
Okay.
cute.
There are a few things I need to freak out about. Blurk. Holy shit. Thank you. God. Okay. And also, we have a new fan art from
Ooh.
A, which is
Ooh.
awesome. So we have Solania from last week, and then at some point we also have this beautiful thing. Ah, so good.
Oh, that is so good. Oh, that's really good.
Oh, thank you so much, A.
Yay.
And
oh, so cute.
Pleric, thank you for the subscription. I know you're doing this just to get points to get me to play more Dark Souls. I mean, I hope not, but you know, we can meme about it at least. And also thank you for that gift to Divine. Enjoy your emote.
Yay.
Peeps. All right. Oh my goodness.
So hopefully next time will be the thrilling conclusion of the Night Mass Caper, which I'm going to tell you now the original name of the one shot was called 3 Orcs and a Baby,
Nice.
which was
Aw,
great. But I'm like,
come
that, I mean, I'm fine with that. But I'm like, I can't tell you that it's called that because I wanted the baby Triceratops to be a surprise.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it's way better that way.
Exactly.
All right. Well, speaking of baby Triceratopses, I don't know what the connection is there. Hey, Phil,
Yeah,
do you make music, right?
I do, and it's actually Baby Triceratops inspired. So if you want to check it out on SoundClamp and Bandstream Cloud. Hello. I write music as Feather in a Dream, and it's very chill, like 28 Days Later kind of zombie apocalypse type stuff. Which yeah, I think it fits current world goings on at the moment. So yeah, if you want to support me, go and buy my music. I'm just going to be blunt because that means I can buy food and continue to write music.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
Derek.
And I finished video games as well. Actually, speaking of video games and people finishing them, jerk.
How dare you? First of all, how dare you? Yes, I do streams, video game streams on twitch.tv/sweatderek. Pretty much every Sunday. I try and be consistent as possible about it. Point and clicks, and I'm doing Baldur's Gate 2. I think we're getting, well, we've made some pretty good progress. We're getting towards the end, I think, of the game. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that on Sunday afternoon. Hey, Staney.
What up?
Other than doing an awesome job at DMing,
Thank
do you do any broadcasting of any kind?
Why, yes. How did you know? So, hi, I am Staney when I am not here GMing this nonsense and wrangling these players down my linear storyline. I'm on my own Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Staney. I'm going to be streaming in about a half an hour. We're going to be checking out Noita, which
Nice.
I don't know how much of that I'm going to
Oh,
play because it looks
damn.
very hard, but it's cool. I just got a key from the devs because I hit my 1K followers, and I requested it back in September. They're like, well, now that you've hit 1K, I guess you can have the key. Here you go. So I figure I better check that out. So I'll be checking that out today. Possibly, what is it called? The Flower Collectors, which is a new sort of like murder mystery thing. I don't know what it's about aside from that, but it seems interesting. So I will be checking that out. And then I'm going to be doing a bonus stream tomorrow for anybody who missed our 1K follower celebration. I'm going to be doing another Twitch Sings thing tomorrow. So y'all can come hang out for that.
I am ashamed, but I gave a shout out to Phil, to what Derek, and then I just completely spaced out and only did that at the end of what you were saying. I'm sorry, but
That's okay.
Happens, man.
all right. Yeah, cool. Thanks, everyone. Holy shit!
No, thank you. Actually,
It's awesome. Just a little Triceratops. All right. If you want more of me, I suppose, then, first of all, I'm here every Friday, 2 hours before the session, which would be 5 p.m. CEST. I do some kind of tabletop RPG prep. Today I actually did player prep because I'm weird like that. And other than that, I do challenge runs in a few games and random just chatting streams, and that's it. All right. Cool. Thanks. Hey, Astani, I want to ask you something. how are you enjoying DMing right now?
It's fine. I'm having fun. I don't know what else to say. I'm glad that I don't really have to do too much prep in between sessions because I have it all pretty much prepped out.
Cool.
That's always nice.
Yeah.
You can get kind of DM impatience if you like prep something and you're like, that's bound to happen like next, and then it's like 5 sessions down the line that it happens. But it's always nice when you got stuff pre-prepped.
For me, like I knew that this was probably going to take 3-ish sessions because of just I knew I didn't want to rush you guys. There's a lot to get through. We only do 3-hour game sessions, so it's going about the pace that I expected. I thought you would get well past the ambush though.
Oh, really?
Today, yeah.
I mean, I kind of dragged it out just unnecessarily, as it turns out.
That's why I just ran out the bush as well, just to ruin your plans.
That was fantastic. I loved that. I still don't understand how that's a deadly encounter though. It's interesting how it when I plugged it into the thing, like I was looking when I was setting everything up in the module, I was looking at it, I'm like, they're gonna breeze through this, and you breeze through it. Like I called it.
I think that the module probably expects the party to fight the big raging orc, and for the orc to just completely KO somebody. But
Yeah, and probably expects you to fight it at the same time as the other two.
yeah,
That helped us a lot.
yeah, because I was just like, nope, not fighting it. Just want to steal the box and run away.
Yeah, which makes total sense. Like, but even then, like, I don't know, like you guys all have really high AC, you have really damaging spells. The only reason I was able to do anything was like, oh, you're also hurting the horses. And you're like, oh no, like I gotta do something to make you feel bad.
So
Yeah.
nearly torched those horses.
I have one damage spell just in case, and I think I tried to take all utility.
Honestly, you were doing real work with that hideous laughter. That was great.
It's good
Yeah.
fun. It's nice to not just like kill everyone for a change.
Yeah, it's fun to see non-murder hobos, so that's been fun. Even though you've been a little bit with like, well, let's just knock this guy out.
Let's do a fight as normal, but at the end we knock him out instead of stabbing.
Yeah, I mean, that's essentially the mechanics of non-lethal. It's so dumb.
Yeah, I also think it's dumb. There should be another way to handle it.
You know,
I wanted to,
remember
run
like Baldur's Gate 1, I think, like companion permadeath, the first one, and like I think I was a fighter, and at the end there is this section where guards are hostile to you, right? So I remember specifically switching to fists just so I could knock them out instead of killing them. And it would be nice if you had something like that in here as well, honestly. Just
I feel like if it would make more sense if you had to use like a blunt weapon to do it, or your fists.
yeah, something like that, right? It would make more sense to me. Anyway. All right.
Or you could use like the butt of your dagger, but then you wouldn't get the damage die on it because you're using it. You're not stabbing with it, and that's where the damage die comes from. I feel like that would make sense.
Improvised weapon. I think what they probably need to do is make it so enemies have got like. I would use Metal Gear Solid as an example because there's some you can non-lethal every enemy in the game, so you just fight them with the tranquilizer dart gun and they've got a non-lethal bar.
Well, you know what? Don't worry. When we finish Tomb of Annihilation and I start up our Blades one shot, it's gonna be a very different situation.
And
I'm gonna try and make
looking
Nista
forward to
non-lethal.
that. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna, just because I just thought about it, let me just let's go to, I guess, the break screen just so I can give Blurg the satisfying sound.
Is it me, or did you just get even sexier?
There you
Oh,
go.
guess what? I also forgot to play my battle music.
Yeah,
Again.
whatever. It's fine.
That's
I'm
alright. I
playing
did
it
miss
now.
the music though.
I'm playing it now.
Let me just pause the stream music then. Whoops.
I'm going to share a song in the Team of Annihilation chat as well that you all have to listen to from where I share it.
Oh, there it is. There it is. All right. I think I'm just gonna let that play for a little while. Let's wrap it up here, and
Yeah.
you know, go check out Astani in 20 minutes. She's doing something awesome over at her channel. And yeah, thank you very much, everyone, for playing. Thank you, Astani, for running this. And
You're welcome.
well, we'll see each other. Well, we'll not see each other, but we'll talk to each other next week.
Yes, we'll be back hopefully in a week for the thrilling conclusion of the Night Mask Keeper.
All right. See you, everyone.
GG
Goodbye.
lol.
Bye.